Oh, yes, we are live. Good Thursday, and welcome to another episode of Bandog Talking with the Dog God. Brought to you by Formula One Canines, which is me, of course. Frames, brains, and motors is my theme. How I operate when it comes to these working dogs. Putting the best frames on a working dog, functional frames, that is. Putting the best brains in these working dogs, okay? And of course, putting the best motors, man, high performance motors. That's what I do best here at Formula One K9s. And we are on episode 36. Can you believe that? 36 episodes, man. And we still gonna be, consistent as we've been consistent. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna stay consistent. Hey, Bill, man, big salute to you, Bill. How that bitch treating you, man? I'll be watching on the gram, seeing how she is with the pack. Seems like she's still doing good with the pack and stuff like that, man. But how's she doing, Bill? Young ready. Big salute, family. Welcome, fam. Yeah, how's she doing, Bill? I know she over there. Okay, good, good, good. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, you got her, man. You got her all ripped up already. You know what I'm saying? All muscular and shit. That girl's just a puppy, man. So, I'm glad that you were able to get her, brother. I'm glad that you were able to get her, brother, because I know you're gonna do good with her. But man, she's looking good, man, with your pack. All your dogs look good, brother. I mean, shit, that's what I put in them. Bill, that's what I put in them, man. I put them motors in them dogs. They live to work. They willing to die for the work too. You know what I'm saying? They willing to live to do the work and die trying. You know what I'm saying? Die doing the shit. So, man, big salute to you, Bill. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Young ready. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Already. Yes, sir. Already, man. I mean, shit. She gets that from, of course, her father. She gets that from her mama, and she gets that from her grandmother. That bulldog. I call that bulldog trait. You know what I mean? Where they can diss it out and then they can take it as well. You know what I mean? That's something that I definitely like to see in my working dogs. Especially the ones that be acting all hard. You know what I'm saying? Like they be acting all hard and shit. Thinking they all tough, and then when they get bit up or something like that, they be yapping and crying. I don't like those. You know what I mean? But the ones that take it as they dish it out, oh man, that's that bulldog trait. So I'm glad she's showing it, Bill. Big salute. What'd you say, young ready? You say I just found a female blue tri French. Ah, that's what I want. Hey, right now, I mean, it's the best time to buy dogs right now. If you got a couple of dollars, you can get the best deal on dogs as of right now, man. So I'm glad that you was able to find what you was looking for a good price, brother. Yeah, no, you did win. Especially if you got a did you get a good price? Young ready, you did you get a good price though on it? I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did though. You got a good price, young ready? Shoot, hey, I know my brother Bill did though. My brother Bill got a steal though, man. That boy stole that dog, man. But hey, well deserved, brother. I'm glad that I was able to bless you with that dog, Bill. Real talk, man. Real talk. You deserve it, man. Like I said, for all your support and everything, man, you deserve that steal that you got, Bill. Straight up and down, brother. What, you found it? How the hell you gonna find a damn French bulldog? What? That's man. I mean, that's some genie in the bottle type of stuff, man. 8 months? Oh man, what? Man, you sure you didn't, see it over there in the back of somebody's yard and they was slipping? You went over here? Nah, nah, I'm not gonna say that, young ready. No, big salute though. If you was able to come up like that, just finding something as good as that. Wow. Wow. Wow, brother. Well, let's see, 8 months. I mean, so how you think the structure gonna be though? A young ready. Well, I mean, at 8 months, can you tell what she gonna be? Is she gonna be tall? I mean, a lot of these French bulldogs look cute. They look cool as puppies until they get of age and they start looking like little reindeers, little chihuahuas. You know what I mean? You think she's gonna have the structure that you want? Yeah, hey Bill, I already know you will. I already know you will. You know, I had to I don't know if you was on the I don't know if you've been on the live that I spoke about her sister and how I had her. Hey, Duro Ricio, big salute to you, fam. Big salute to you, man. Welcome back, brother. You already know I appreciate your support, man. Thank you. Um, but Bill, I don't you might have heard this one, maybe not, but I had her in with that I repacked her with the mastiffs, right? Had her in there with Jaws, which is those would be her cousins, right? Because Jaws and Shaka's a brother, right? So I had her in there with Jaws' daughters and my Formula One Bandog, which is my mastiff type, but prima donna and Roman. So I rehomed her in there, and she's older than them. But they had a little scuffle in the beginning, but they was cool. They was cool after that, right? So about a week, and then of course, it got funky. I'm hearing, I'm hearing something, but I'm not, it's kind of like at night, man. I'm hearing like the big dogs kind of bark a little bit. And then my wife texts me like, they beating up your dog. I'm like, damn, man. So I'm like, what? So then I go out and I'm like listening, right? And I listen, I'm hearing the scuffle. Because she ain't, that's one thing that she ain't gonna do. And Bill. They not gonna be over there yapping and shit. They ain't crying at all. She ain't crying. She didn't cry when they fucking shredded her up that first time. I wouldn't hear no screaming or holler. I just heard a whole bunch. Man, I'm like, oh shit. So I already knew what time it was, man. I go down there, man. They over there trying to tear her ass up too. So I had to take her out of that pack. You know what I'm saying? I had to staple her. It wasn't as bad. They didn't do her as bad as that last pack, but I definitely had to staple her ass up, and they definitely piranha'd her ass. You know what I mean? So she had two ass whoopings, man. But one dog, hey Bill, 1 versus 2 versus 3 versus 4. I mean, I don't care what type of tough, I don't care how tough you are as a dog, or even as us as people. You know what I mean? Like, we could be the toughest cat. You know what I mean? If you got some opponents against you that's half as tough, but it's 3 against you being too tough, you probably gonna get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? You only got enough fist and feet versus, 3 other opponents. So, I luckily I was able to get her out of there in time, but I had to do a couple staples, clean her up, gave her some antibiotics and shit like that. But you know what? Again, what she showed me is exactly what I put in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? She all about it, man. And certain dogs is that type. Like, their energy is so alpha, and even though she wasn't like flexing on them, they knew who she was. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had a standoffish energy when it came to them. She wasn't fucking with them. She wasn't starting no funk with them, but she wasn't like trying to commingle in their pack, and they didn't like that shit. And they were trying to, man, they try to get her, man. So now she is officially by herself. She can't be in a pack. Certain dogs can't be in a pack. She is one of those dogs, just like her daddy can't be in a pack. None of the dogs like her, and it is what it is. So anyway, you know what I mean? She's cool. I mean, didn't affect her mentally at all. You know what I mean? And that's like, I don't like to see that happening with my dogs, because that could have an adverse effect on their psyche when they get jumped like that. You know what I mean? It could fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? However, when that does happen, because it does happen when you're dealing with packs, they do fight. That's how they communicate. Sometimes it gets out of hand. To see a dog mentally not be affected by it, I mean, that shows a lot. And her being, like her being attacked by 4 killers, and they was giving her the business, and she was not screaming and hollering, but she was fighting back, but there was no, she was, man, I was like, man, you a solid bitch over here. You know what I mean? Man, I'm happy you survived, man. But she's a survivor. So anyway, no, she's not in no more packs no more. It is what it is. Her energy is too much. The pack is not going to have a dog that comes in thinking that if y'all ain't politicking the way I'm politicking, then I ain't fucking with y'all. Even though that she ain't starting or he ain't starting stuff with the pack is going to eliminate that motherfucker. That's what I've learned in my pack experiments over the years with these puppies, because I only do it with puppies. I've learned that if they don't have a coexisting type of understanding between them, and even though that one dog that is not coexisting, is not starting shit, they're going to eliminate that dog eventually. You know what I mean? So anyway, God is good. She's good. You know what I'm saying? She recovered. She's all good. You know what I mean? She got those superficial scars. You know what I mean? If animal control came over, they're like, what the hell happened? Hey, puppy shit. But that stuff heals up, man. Them little puppy bites and shit like that, that shit'll heal up no time. You know what I mean? But anyway, I just wanted to give you a little update on that, man. You know what I mean? But she's good, man. God is good. She's good. Carolina Blue, big salute to your family. Hey, so Carolina Blue, she was I had her, I was just telling Bill, I had her in there with my I call them Formula One Bandogs. Those are like my Mastiff type, which is prima donna times Roman, right? And I have 2 males in there and a female in there. And then I had Jaws is my pit bully crosses. So those 2 Jaws daughters in there, man. So she got jumped by them. The second pack I put her in, she got jumped. You know what I mean? And they try to give her the blues too. They try to annihilate her ass too. But you know what I mean? I got her out of there, man. She's safe. She's good. She's by herself. She's not a pack animal. And like I said, she not to credit her, she's not like her daddy. Even though she can handle it, she's not over there trying to start shit with him. I can see if you was instigating and stuff, she just has that energy. You know what I mean? If she ain't fucking with you, she ain't fucking with you. Period. She don't need y'all. Like that's how she operate. You know what I mean? Like if I ain't feeling y'all, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna prance around like y'all ain't phasing me. And certain dogs don't like that. You know what I mean? And that's what got her jumped by 2 packs. Just her attitude, pretty much. But she ain't no asshole like her daddy is. Her daddy is the ultimate asshole. It's Shaka. He's starting shit with every dog, every animal on the yard. He's starting shit. So yeah, man. So I just want to let you know that, man. So Young Ready, what'd you say earlier? Let me see. You said no microchip. I tried to get her back to her family, but no response. She already knows I'm her master, and she hangs out with my female pocket bully. Well, shit, man. Bingo, what's his name? Oh, at least you try to, get her back to her family. I salute you on that, because those dogs can be expensive, them French bulldogs. And, hey, someone's lost your game, brother. You know what I mean? Straight up and down. So big salute to you, man. Just watch out. I don't know if you're familiar with them French bulls. I'm sure you are, Young Ready. But just watch out for, this hot weather, man. Them damn dogs, man. Them damn Frenchies, man. They get heat strokes real easily. You know what I mean? Like my first experience with my French bulldogs, I had 2 of them have heat strokes. You know what I'm saying? So I learned the hard way. A lot of money lost. And one dog was he was all right. But my other dog, man, my boy Judah Buddha, that one hurt, man. Losing him, that one hurt right there. You know what I mean? So yeah, just watch out for that, that hot weather with them damn smush faced dogs, man. Keep an eye on that shit. Because you will come home one day and find that motherfucker dead. But big salute to you, Young Ready Red. That's a come up. William said Jaws is the pup's cousin or uncle. Yeah. So Jaws is Shaka and Africa's brother. You know what I'm saying? So they all connected. Yep, they all connected. But that litter I did with Jaws was my pit bully. You know what I mean? That was something I wanted to infuse Jaws, which is my pit bull, right? And I wanted to infuse him with a bully. I wanted to make a bullier version of him, but still had a drive of a pit bull. You know what I mean? I want to thicken him out, maybe, thicken the bone out. He already got a nice frame on him, nice rears. I just wanted to thicken him out a little bit, but still keep that pit bull drive. So that's what I did with that breeding, with Little Mama and Jaws. And I accomplished that, by the way. So I was grateful for that breeding. So yeah, they would be considered cousins. Yes, sir. So anyway, hey Tyrone Stewart, big salute to you. Tyrone, man. Uh-huh. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for showing up. Who else we got up in here? Royalty Methods, big salute to you, fam. Yes, sir. You got any real estate game for us, man? You know what? I mean, I used to be in real estate on the loan side of things as a broker. Haven't done real estate in a minute. So if you're acting for active real estate advice, man, I mean, I'll be freestyling it, brother, and I don't want to be freestyling that. The best advice I can give y'all is with dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because I do that full time. You know what I mean? Every day, ain't no days off with these damn dogs. So I can definitely give you some advice and some good feedback on dogs. I would have royalty methods. I would have to ask. I have friends who are still in the real estate game. So if it's something that you have like a specific question for, you would like me to ask for you, I could definitely do that for you, family. I could do that for damn show. But me being able to be like, yeah, I got that for you. Nah, I'll be lying to kick it, family. And I ain't about to do that to y'all at all. Pump 17, big salute to your family. Thank you for showing up. So hey, normally I got a story for y'all, okay? Every week I got a damn story with these dogs. However, can you believe this week? And it's not over with yet. So I'm gonna knock on this wood right here. I'm gonna knock on it, because I just pray that I don't have no issues with these damn dogs. But as far as the compound, everybody's politicking a-okay. You know what I mean? God is good. No craziness. Scuffles, the scuffles that they're having, especially with the puppies, because they've been my problem. Because I'm teaching them. They are understanding every day how to reconcile their differences. So what I'm teaching them is like this is starting to click for the puppies. Like they're starting to click. And then not only that, like I told y'all, my dogs mainly act up, and I'm grateful for this. They only act up when my energy is out on the yard. You know what I'm saying? Like they know what time I'm coming out. They know it. They know the time. They just know the time. And then all of a sudden they start telling. But then when I'm out, that's when things start to up. You know what I'm saying? The volume turns up. Everybody start to be up. There's a lot of showing out going on. And so, I've got it to where if my puppies start to get crazy, you know what I mean? They start to do that fighting shit. I got a whistle that a lot of times, 8 times out of 10, ain't 9 times out, but 8 times out of 10, they'll eventually stop. You know what I'm saying? So they're getting hip to that shit. As soon as I do that whistle and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Then they'll snap out of it, you know what I mean? And they'll stop. So I've gotten them to that point now. They're understanding it more, and I'm very grateful for that. So, I don't have no crazy stories for y'all this week, man, but I'm grateful I don't when it comes to these damn dogs, man. So like I always tell y'all, brothers, man, get comfortable. I know some of y'all got off of work, got out of places where, you guys had to concentrate and stuff like that and be, focused on this and focus on that, man, get into a position of relaxation, man. If you out there still working, plugging your headphones, we're going to have some good conversation tonight, good cook up tonight. I definitely want to talk about this subject right here because a lot of dog men and women, especially performance dog men and women, us dog men and women who deal with working type dogs, performance working type dogs, when we get these dogs, our expectations are way too high. And I'm only speaking from my perspective. Like I always tell y'all, I respect every dog man, every dog woman, regardless of what you do in your program. That's none of my business. If I'm observing what y'all are doing, I'm just a spectator. And spectators are just spectators. They're just that. I can't dictate what you do. I'm not trying to. I'm just watching. However, when it comes to what I'm experiencing, this is where I have authority. You understand? This is where I can talk in confidence because this is what I do. You know what I mean? And I'm speaking from my experience only, not no one else's, because I'm sure everybody else got their own experience, and that's fine and dandy. And salute to your experience. But right now we on the Dog God show, right? You know what I'm saying? We over here on Bandog Talk with the Dog God. So I'm coming from my perspective, And when it comes to my perspective, I have a lot of variances because I have a lot of type dogs, multiple dogs at once, multiple different age groups. You know what I'm saying? I've done seen them from puppies to death. I've done, I've done experienced a lot of variations of dog temperaments. Okay. And being that I'm learning on the job, I listen in class, right? When I study others and I pay attention to other people speaking about dogs, I pay attention in class. I do. However, it's different when you apply those things that you heard in class, right? It's different when you apply, right? And every time that you apply something, you learn something when you apply. So the things that I'm talking about is stuff that I'm applying with my dogs. So when we talk about patience, this is something that we all have to learn just in our own selves as people, but you need to really learn it if you're dealing with, especially if you want a dog to be at its peak potential. You want a dog to be its best. You have to have patience because you can, see something and then think based off of what you see right now in a young dog that is going to be that when it gets older. You can actually think that like, oh, look, it's going to be this way. But over time, that dog changes. And then all of a sudden, like, what's your assessment? Your assessment is bogus. You got to throw it in the trash because now it changes. So tonight I want to talk about patience. But before we do, like I always say, y'all, man, get y'all a little, herbal sensation. Roll y'all up some. If that's what y'all want to do, get comfortable. Crack you open a brewski, man. I got my keep it simple, stupid, my KISS method play. Keep it simple, stupid with my little vodka lemonade. I just keep it simple. You know what I mean? I got that so I can calm the edge dealing with these killers on the yard, man. The head warden, keeping everybody's temperature at an even bay. You know what I mean? And, definitely want to talk these dogs with you guys, man. And I feel that you guys can definitely learn a lot from this topic tonight because I'm learning how to be patient. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning to not have high expectations for a gosh darn young dog. Okay, I'm learning it. So I'm going to cheers to you guys. Cheers. I'm going to take me a sip and, man, we're going to dive right up in here, man. And like I said, as I'm speaking, y'all, feel free to just get in the chat, say what y'all got to say in the chat. Y'all know I'm going to get at y'all. You know what I mean? Don't think I'm not going to respond to y'all's, messages in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Just know if I'm in thought, I'm going to probably finish my thought out before I tap into what you guys, any questions or any comments and stuff like that in the chat. So feel free to, do what y'all do in the chat. Just know that I will get to everybody in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because this is interactive. However, as I'm in the class, it's kind of like, you remember when we was in school, we just couldn't blurt it out. So at the end of the day, you would raise your hand, teacher would get done, then they would answer you, right? So just understand that. Put y'all's comments in the chat. I will come back to them. You know what I'm saying? If I don't respond to them right away, I will come back to them. So don't think I'm ignoring y'all. But man, cheers to y'all. Salute, man. Salute to y'all. Hey, Stevie Clark, man. Big salute to you, fam. Oh, yeah. Big Stevie, man. Welcome, brother. Thank you. Hey, and salute to Stevie, man. He he subscribed to your boy on IG. And like I said, all my subscribers, I told y'all just be patient. You know what I'm saying? Be patient, man. The dog got I got a lot going on. So I got some content coming for y'all asses, man. Real talk. And either way, just to have, direct access to your very own dog man coach at all times. Like, that's the value really of that subscription is to be able to rap with me and really, have that just one-on-one, man, where you can just communicate. We can talk this dog on a level shit. You know what I'm saying? On a real high performance dog man level, not no regular level, not no surface level, but on some real breakdown type level. So, hey, big salute to you, Stevie, for your support, brother. Thank you for your subscription too on my IG. I appreciate that, brother. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this sip and we're gonna get started. All right. So patience, like, look, patience, really patience. I can talk about it in two perspectives. Dogs, one, and then your dog program too, right? So we'll elaborate. We'll focus on the one first, right? We'll focus on the one first, which is the topic, and then we'll go into the program because this might be a two-part. Matter of fact, it really is a two-part series. Patience, because your program's a whole nother beast. It's a whole nother beast, and it's a lot of parts to a dog program, especially if you're doing performance working dogs like we are, right? If you're doing band dogs, whatever working dog, you know, I mean, this is an umbrella of all working dogs. But at the same time, you know, I'll just start with the topic tonight. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I roll that on the ticker right now so that, you know, if people who are coming in, they want, you know, they want to know the topic, you know, if they're not reading it from, you know, what's on the actual live itself, I'll make sure that bad boy's on the ticker. So hold on real quick. Let me go ahead and do that there. Bam. All right. Okay. So now watch this. Now, like I said, this is from my perspective, y'all. And this is my experience dealing with these, you know, performance type dogs. Now, I'm pretty good at picking out puppies. Not necessarily good at predicting their overall temperament, but predicting what that dog is going to look like, and then also somewhat what its essence is going to be, or its spirit going to be. I can feel a vibe of a puppy when I'm picking them out. Okay. And I've had this gift even when I was a rookie dealing with dogs, a novice, you know, wanting my first paper pit bull back in 1990, what I say, 1996, 97, when I bought my first paper pit bull. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing, like, okay, that's the one, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really good at picking out a puppy based off of its structure, and then I can gauge based off of its structure what it possibly could look like when it matures, right? I'm pretty good at that, you know what I mean? And it holds true still to this day. However, right? However, me taking a dog that, let's say, showed me something when I looked at it between his puppies, when I was trying to pick it out, like, oh, look at that one. He's bold, or she's bold and she's confident. Look how she comes up to me, and look how she is with the other dog. She got a little attitude. Okay, that's the one I want. That's going to have the most drive. Like, you know, that's that basic shit when you don't know no better, right? Okay, oh, that dog, I like the color, or oh, that's the biggest one in the litter. Okay, I need to get that. Boom, you get the dog, right? Okay, you get it. Okay, this is me. I get it. Now, let's say I want that dog to be mean. Not mean as far as vicious, but just mean as far as, like, you know, it's going to want to protect type shit. So what I would do as a young dog novice, okay, rookie, I would do things to make the dog agitated, kind of like what we see with people who do protection type shits and type work. They do what they call agitation, right? So I would do things like that as a rookie. I would take my dog because I wanted it to be that way. Okay. I had a pit bull and I wanted to be mean because that's what we liked in our pit bulls back in the 90s. That's what I wanted. So I was making the dog mean as a rookie. So I would take that dog, right? That puppy. Okay. The puppy don't know shit. It's just whatever. It's a puppy. It's a baby. And I would take it. I would push his head down, y'all. I would take that puppy and push his head in the ground and make the puppy like try to fight, you know, to try to get loose, and I will hold it down. And, you know, of course, the puppy's gonna get frustrated, right? And then the puppy's gonna be screaming, then I'll let it up, right? So when I do that, I'll let it up. So what I'm doing is I'm imprinting the growling and letting it know I like the growl shit. I like that growling shit. So as I hold you down, you cry. There's a puppy. You don't know what the puppy don't know what I'm doing to it. It's crying because it wants to get out. But then it gets frustrated and it starts to growl. Then I let it up, right? So now, me doing that often now, every time I do it, the dog don't like it. I'm like, oh yeah, right? This is rookie shit, okay? Because I want the dog to be mean, right? I want it to be mean, right? Because if my partners come over with their dog, you know what I mean? I want my dog to, you know, nut up. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to, as soon as I touch it on his neck, it's already thinking it's going to get pushed to the ground. So now it's growling. So now I'm showing to my partners, look, this bitch is mean. Look at this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. I grab. You know what I mean? So we over there getting kicks off of that, right? But see, I'm a rookie. I'm doing things for my satisfaction. I'm not looking out for that dog. I'm not understanding that that could be a detriment. What if my brother does that to that dog, right? Or what if my mom has to take my dog and put it up, and and she grabs it by the neck, and then the dog to my mother, right? But I'm not thinking none of these things, right? So I'm just kind of letting y'all know my journey, how I used to think about dogs when I picked them out, right? Oh, this dog's confident. Oh, that dog is rustling with the litter. Oh, she gonna be mean. He gonna be mean, right? Then I'm imprinting that type of frustration and then that type of reaction into a puppy that don't know no better, right? And I'm getting the response and I'm encouraging it, right? I'm like, oh yeah, good boy, good girl, right? This is what I'm doing. Okay. Then, right, fast forward, the dog gets older, right? And then, let's say we schooling the dog in that way, right? So we schooling the dog, and I never was into dog fighting, but we would do what we would call, I guess what they would call it in the game dog world, rolling your dogs, right? But we would never let it get too far. So let's say schooling. So we would do that with our dogs. We would never let them get to the point where dogs was getting shaked and baked and tore up. We would get to the point where we would break them up. And at the time, we didn't have no breaking sticks, like how how they would do now, and maybe say the experienced dog men back in the past with those game dogs, they had the breaking sticks. We would do the old choke them out method. We had the choker collars on them, and we get the choker collar, and we choke our dogs out. You know what I mean? They get locked up, take the choker collar, grab that choker collar too. That's another thing too. If y'all got dogs like these working dogs, you better have you a fucking choker collar. Okay? You don't need them prong collars. Walk your dog with a choker. Okay? Works. The choker collars really do work. Okay? So anyway, we would take the choker collar. As soon as they, we let them hit, one of the dogs got the advantage, then we would get them off each other. That's what we used to do back in those days, right? So what I'm telling y'all and what I'm letting y'all understand is my experience with these young dogs thinking that there's something and they turn out to be something different. they turn out to be something totally different, or I make them worse, right? I make a dog that probably was unstable as a puppy, and I encourage something that I thought was cool, and then it became a problem, okay? Because I didn't know how to deal with the puppies the right way. Now I know how to, but I'm telling you my journey so that y'all understand when we get to the conclusion or the nuts and bolts of all this patient shit, y'all understand why I come to this conclusion, why I tell y'all what I'm going to tell y'all, okay, on this topic of patience. So anyway, right? So we got these dogs, we rolling them, and I'm getting the feedback that I want from that dog. I've been imprinting it. I've been agitating it, making it mean. I touching it a certain type of way. It nuts up, right? If I wanted to respond to another dog in a negative way, I know how to turn it on, right? I go and I put the dog, I grab it by its neck, right? Where she or he is thinking that I'm going to agitate, she turn up. And of course, I'm rallying, good girl, good boy, good boy. So now she, this real shit, okay? And then we let our dogs go. And then, of course, that energy's on. Okay, so all good, right? Got my response, whatever, cool, it was cool. And we never took them to that point of no return. So it was nothing. It was just shits and giggles. My dog's mean, your dog's the shit, my dog's the shit. Let's see who's the shit. Boom, break them up, done. But see, what happened was, right? What happened is that dog, when it was at home, and my mom couldn't go near the dog because my mom, right? My mom didn't understand what I was doing with that dog. She just thought it was my pet pit bull. But then when my mom was like, Angel, that was the dog's name. Angel, go in your little spot in the garage. When he didn't want to, right? As soon as my mom would grab him, my mom's scared. Oh, T, get your dog, right? My dad couldn't handle him. You know what I mean? The boy, my dog dug underneath the fence, got out. He roaming the whole neighborhood, have the whole neighborhood shook, right? Whole neighborhood is on just shook. So my dad, he trying to get him and stuff like that. He a man and stuff, he worried about the neighbors and stuff like that. So he's trying to, act like he ain't scared of the dog, but my dad's scared of the dog. Right? Now, he got him in the garage somehow. I don't know how he did it, But when I got home, right, and he told me what happened, he's like, T, you gotta get rid of this damn dog. He had me chasing him all over the neighborhood. I couldn't get him. I had to con him to get in here. The whole neighborhood is scared. You got to get rid of this dog. And so, because how I imprinted that dog, thinking it was cool to take a young puppy and make him agitated. Think about it. Okay. Getting the machismo points that I was getting as a young puppy. You know what I mean? I was what, 18 years old? You know, we and my homeboys and shit. You know what I mean? In the neighborhood, you know what I mean? I was getting the kudos because my dog was doing what she was, it was a male, what he was taught to do. You know what I mean? He was hitting and growling and being mean. However, that dog's mind, I fucked it up. Unbeknownst to me, I fucked the dog's mind up because when that dog felt agitated, it wanted to hit any and everything. Aside from me, of course. My mom, my dad, the neighbors. Okay. I ruined the dog. But I thought it was cool because I didn't know no better. I was a rookie. I was not. I was a dog enthusiast. I just, I was rookie. I didn't know a dog's mind and meant anything. I was like, oh, I'm gonna make you fucking a tough pit bull. And I did. But at the end of the day, it ruined the dog. I had to get rid of the dog. Okay. And luckily, it's all by luck that I had an OG Mexican partner. Okay, who was with the shits, and y'all know what that means. Who loved Angel. Matter of fact, him and I used to do what we call hit. And of course, Angel used to show out because, just whatever it was in that dog, he liked. And he was like, T, I'm gonna buy that dog from me. He paid what I paid for the dog. He bought it. And whatever he did with the dog is his business. Okay. But I was fortunate enough to sell him the dog because he liked the dog so much. Okay. But I was hurt because I had to get rid of my dog. I didn't want to get rid of my dog. Okay. But I didn't know no better. Okay. So let's fast forward, right? That's 1996, 1997. Let's fast forward, right? Boom. Okay. This is still my mentality with dogs now, right? I'm going to make them. First of all, I'm going to pick one that I think is going to be right. And then I'm going to make them, right? By, not developing them in the way that I'm learning how to develop them now, but force them, right? Not thinking about the consequences, you guys. The consequences, the two-edged sword, right? Because a sword that's two-edged, you cut both ways. I'm not thinking about that two-edge. I'm only thinking about that front. And as long as it cut that way, I'm good. But what about if it cuts back on you? I wasn't thinking about that. I wasn't at all, right? So we go and fast forward, right? We're going to fast forward to 2005, where I get me some good dogs, man. And I get me some of these fucking dogs from Arkansas, okay? They were called watchdogs. And I actually got that dog, and it was a female dog, and she was a hog dog, pit bull dog. And that dog went to my partner. Now, my partner, he's from the game dog world, so he understands, but we wasn't getting gang dogs in a sense. You know what I'm saying? That was when we wanted blue pit bulls. Real shit. That's what we wanted. We wanted blue pit bulls. We wasn't trying to go in the pit with them. We was trying to make money, okay, in 2005. So we get two dogs, okay? The dog that I'm talking about is the blue bitch, okay, from Arkansas. Now, my partner gets her because he got the female, I get the male, right? Now, we're not hitting these dogs or nothing. We just trying to make money off these dogs. But the dog that my partner got is a real game dog. Now, what I mean by game dog, not for the pit. I mean game dog as far as that she is game on prey. Okay. Game on prey, meaning that whatever animal is around that bitch from when she was a puppy, she was on kill mode. She wasn't trying to be friends with the dogs, cats, whatever, birds. She was on attack. Now, unbeknownst to us, we didn't listen to the breeder I didn't because I bought the dog. I didn't listen to the breeder when he told me what she was. He's like, these dogs are hog dogs, which is catch dogs, right? High prey drive dogs, okay? That's what this dog is. All right, cool, man. She just was a badass blue bitch. Her parents was sexy as fuck, bad, blue, muscular, reminded us of some game dolls, but just blue. That's all. That's how I saw the bitch. Like parents, oh, I need that, I need that. So my partner get her. You know, he got a nice house, he in a nice neighborhood and shit like that. He got a nice backyard. You know, we doing it for the money. Man, this dog terrorizes that nigga's neighborhood, man. Terrorizes. Okay. Finds a way to get out his nice little kennel that he has set up. She's an escape artist. You know what I mean? Terrorizes. This is a little puppy. So I'm like, damn, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? So then we breed the dogs. Then now I get a puppy and offspring off of that bitch. Okay. And I get a bitch named Buffy. I named her Buffy. Okay, female, Buffy. That was her name. Okay. Direct daughter off that bitch. Black bitch, all black bitch. And now I have my dog, and I'm already, you know, because I got other partners with dogs too, and we still kind of in that like who got the toughest dog type shit, but we all about our money with our dogs too. Okay, we about this money shit, but we still want to be with the toughest type dogs. You know what I mean? At least me and my partners were still on that. So when I have my shit, I produce with my partner. Okay, I had that black bitch named Buffy, and she was all about the shit too. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta definitely showcase her around my partners. I definitely gotta bring her out to the park. You know what I mean? Because she was with the shits and she was all black. You know what I mean? So I get her, and now I'm not doing what I was doing with Angel with her because she was already turned on. She was already turned up. She was turned up just like her damn mama. So I knew like, oh, this bitch is really with the shits. And she was. So I would bring her out, and you know, all I would have to do is bring her out. And as soon as my partners bring their dog out, oh man, she going ham. You know what I'm saying? She going ham. And you know, I wouldn't let her off on the leash, but you know, she's going ham. So I already knew what I had, right? So I'm like, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. And I'm encouraging this attitude, y'all. Okay. And a puppy, I'm encouraging it. Yeah. Because it's cool. It's cool. Because my partners is and they dogs is, you know, they dogs is doing it, but they ain't not doing it like this bitch. And then check this out, right? This is that patience. This is about being patient, okay? Knowing what you got. So now I have this dog. I know what she is. She's fucking firecracker. I'm like, damn. I was telling my wife at the time, like, yo, I think this bitch is hotter than the mama. And then the mama's really with the shits. Like, yo, I think she hotter than the mama. And so I call my partner. I'm like, hey, man. And then my bitch is about 6 months old. I'm like, hey, man. Hey, let me bring old Buffy over, man. And you know what I mean? Let's see how they respond to mom. And you know, like, you know, we playing around, right? We getting in our little play. Hey, let me see how, you know, how she respond to her mama and shit like that, right? My partner like, bring her through, right? My boy like, bring her through. So, man, I bring her through. And as soon as I go in the backyard, and I had her on a leash, and he didn't have his dog on a leash. Soon as I go in the yard, man, instantly, man, the mom attacked that bitch. Mom attacked my puppy, y'all. And it is an all-out brawl, right? Now, who that little puppy was, she was exactly that. She didn't care that was her mom and that she was older. They was in it. But at the same time, right? Okay, at the same time, I'm encouraging something that I'm not understanding what I'm encouraging. You know, I'm more excited off the fact that the dog can do these things that I like, that I wanted to see the drives. I wanted to see the drives, but I'm encouraging something that's negative, especially if I'm not going to use it in that fashion. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not going to use that dog in that way, that capacity of wanting to hit something, hit prey, if I'm not using that, why am I encouraging it? But you know, I'm a rookie. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm a rookie with these type of dogs. I like them, but I don't know the flip side of the sword. I'm not experiencing the other side of the sword too often to understand what I'm doing that's going to be negative. You understand what I'm saying? So then, boom, it goes crazy. It gets crazy. So now, you know, my partner, he don't know how to get his dog off. I'm like, bro, you got to get your dog off because, you know, his dog's orders. Like his dog is really, really fucking my dog up. You know, she's handling herself, but I mean, 6 months to a damn dog that's 2 years old. No. So anyway, we trying our best. No breaking stick. We didn't have the breaking stick back then. Okay. But you know what I had? I had the choker. But my partner didn't have nothing, right? So I had to go ahead and take my choker, which was on my bitch, and I had to wrap it around his dog's neck and then choke his dog out, and then finally get that dog to just and then break it loose. Right then and there, from that point on, I ruined my dog. I ruined my dog from that point on. I didn't know it. I didn't know it yet, but I ruined my dog. Okay. And this is how I ruined that fucking puppy, 6-month-old puppy. From that point on, from when that dog tastes that type of real fight, that real blood, that real taste of blood, and that real fight action, oh, she became a killer from then on. I couldn't have her around. Her nickname was the Silent Assassin. She became a liability for me for as long as I've owned her. Okay. She would find a way to break out of any enclosure. Okay. She would kill neighbors' dogs. She was just a nuisance. I had to walk her at night. Okay. She had to be locked up from all the other dogs that I had. She couldn't interact with no other animal. I had her in a space of her own, probably like what, 23-1 lockdown type shit. Had her an hour out in her space, and I would find dead birds. I would find whatever. The bitch was a killer. And that's all she wanted to do. That's all she wanted to do. It became a point where, like I said, I wasn't comfortable owning the bitch. I liked the bitch. She was great with me and the family. Kids, any child, I don't care what it was. If you was 5 foot and under, you was prey to that bitch. Okay. You was prey to that bitch. Okay. And that right there was the side of the sword that me as a young dog man, I wasn't, I was unaware of, the liability part of dogs like these when you encourage shit like this, right? I was very unaware of it. Now, because I experienced it, that other side of the sword, I'm like, oh man, I don't like this shit. Oh man. And it made me think about, like, why is she like that? Genetics, yes. The mother's like that, yes. But really, why is she like that? Because I was encouraging that shit. I was encouraging it. Like I was encouraging it with my first fucking game dog I bought back in 96, 97. I was encouraging that shit, right? So then, boom, now I got a liability. I got homeowners association. I'm cool with all my neighbors, right? So even when I had that situation with the neighbor, luckily I was cool, right? When my dog killed the neighbor's dog, and I slid my neighbor some bread, right? Thank God I was cool. But other than that, there was no containing that dog. Like I said, I had to be smart how I dealt with her. Like even when I had took her for walks, I had a situation that was crazy. I walk my dog late at night because I know people working their sleep. I do it on purpose because I gotta let her out. Okay. So my walk time is like 10:30. And I'm out. I walk my neighborhood. Boom. Why is somebody's dog as a boxer loose in the neighborhood? And I knew something was off when my bitch just stopped. And she just stopped, and she was just stiff. And I was like, what the hell is going on? I couldn't see nothing, man. I'm like, what the hell? Why are you stopping? Like, come on, bitch, let's go. Man, I see this dog come around the corner, man. Oh, man, it was crazy, man. It was so crazy. We was there, and I'm going to say we, because me, her, and the neighbors. We were there for an hour. Imagine your neighborhood coming out, right? Now, I'm saying, like, look, y'all, like, come on, I'm asking my neighbor, like, man, come and help, grab the damn boxer. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, it's dead on fight. Now, my bitch just had this motherfucker locked up, man. She had him locked up underneath the neck. He had her on top of the head. And so I'm trying to pull my bitch because I got a choker chain, but she not letting go. You know what I'm saying? She like, fuck it, you gonna have to kill me, because that's the type of bitch she was, right? Okay. But all my neighbors is scared. I got grown ass men, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, like, what am I gonna do? Like, yo, grab the bitch, grab the fucking the boxer. Okay. We trying to figure it out. Okay. So we had to pretty much, because nobody was trying to grab the boxer and it was crazy. We just had to let them get tired. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody was trying to, get up in there. So when finally, when the boxer was tired, you know what I'm saying? And they pretty much damn near, and my girl got him on lock and was, just grabbing, dragging him and shit. Then I was able to have one of my neighbors grab that boxer. He grabbed the boxer, held him up. I grabbed my choker chain to my bitch, choked the shit out of that bitch, man. Damn, she should have died, man. And finally she let up on that lock and I grabbed her, I pulled her off, man. Horrible day, horrible day, horrible day. Whole neighborhood, I was embarrassed. But at the same time, it wasn't my fault. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't my fault. Okay. Whoever's dog that was, the damage that's on that dog, it ain't my fault. Okay. Everybody was a witness. I made sure of that with my neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, hey, my dog's on a leash. I'm walking at night. This dog is loose. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to, shake me down and be like, oh, pit bull attack. My dog is on a leash. Y'all saw that. You know what I'm saying? We was here for an hour trying to get this shit to break loose, but nobody came out. Nobody came out and was like, oh, that's my dog. Everybody's sitting there like, oh, scared and shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, goes back to patience, right? Goes back to, don't be, for me, don't be trying to encourage this type of behavior if you're not going to use it in that way, especially earlier on, right? Earlier on, where it can be a detriment to the dog and to you as the dog owner, right? All right. So fast forward. Now we into me dealing with multiple dogs at once, multiple prey-driven dogs at once, multiple dogs showing me different things, different, different, how would I put it? They're showing me different motivating factors to their genetic characteristics, right? Now I'm learning that not all dogs with drive are the same. I'm learning this more so because I'm dealing with multiple dogs, multiple breeds of dogs, all dogs with drive though, okay? I'm seeing how I could take a ball and play fetch with a French bulldog and play fetch with a pit bull. And then, try to play fetch with another pit bull and the pit bulls don't want to play fetch. Or I could take this bite toy or whatever, right? This rope, and I can play with this French bulldog, and I can play with this rope with this bulldog, and I can play with this rope with this pit bull. And then let's say with this Bandog, I'm playing with the rope, but the Bandog's like, fuck that rope. Right? I'm learning now. Instead of forcing an energy on the dog because I want to see it so bad, so you better show me. Now I'm experimenting and seeing, okay, here's his ball, throw it. Oh, he goes and gets it. Oh, she goes and gets it. She brings it back. Take this rope, throw it. Oh, he goes and gets it. She brings it back. I'm doing it. Take this third pole. I'm doing these things on more experimental versus imprinting it, right? Forcing it, imprinting it, making that dog or puppy understand that this is what it is without understanding it is what it is, because they're puppies, right? They, like my dog Angel back in 1996, he didn't understand that was just for us playing around with other dogs. He didn't understand by me making him mean that wasn't for just him being mean to other dogs. No, that was, he thought of like, if you put that pressure on me and agitate me, anybody who put pressure on me, I'm nutting up on. Your mama, right? Your daddy, the neighbors, I'm nutting up on because I don't know no difference. Now, because I have so many dogs and I'm seeing variations of temperament. Okay, I'm starting to see a variation in temperament, even though all these dogs that I'm dealing with are genetically driven in some form or fashion, right? So now I'm like, okay, well, damn it, man. How am I going to motivate this dog that don't want to fetch this damn ball? Or how am I going to motivate this dog that don't want to bite this damn bite toy? Like now I'm like in that dilemma because I'm thinking all dogs that got drive want to fetch. Think about it. Because that's my experience. Maybe all the dogs that I own, maybe all of them wanted to fetch, right? Maybe all the dogs that I owned at that time all took a rope and was like, oh, I want to bite the rope. So I'm motivating them with that. But now I'm dealing with multiple different dogs that have multiple reasons why they get turned on. So now I'm like, why is this? Okay. So then, for example, when I didn't understand why, I would get a dog like Shaka. Okay, for example, his dad, okay, loves, like, he will die over a goddamn ball. Okay, you can make that dog do whatever you want with a ball. A ball will make that dog do whatever you want it to do. His dad was like that. Okay, we'll die over the ball. I can throw that ball. I can throw that ball over a cliff. He'll jump over that cliff and die. He wouldn't, oh, it's a cliff. Stop. No, he going, I want the ball. Dead. That's how his daddy was. Okay. Shaka, man, I'm thinking off the top, right? Because genetics, well, man, you don't want to fetch, man. I throw a ball to that boy, man. He won't even look at it. Never did, though. Never did as a puppy. Okay. I take the flirt pole with him, put a little something on the flirt pole. No, I never put the rawhide on there. I'm sure he'll do it with the rawhide. But take a little towel or something on that flirt pole, whatever, right? Run that flirt pole around. He won't even look at that flirt pole. Put the spring pole up with the bite shit on there. He don't even look at that shit. Don't even pay attention to it. Okay. Now I'm learning, like, what motivates this dog, right? Okay. So in that process of him showing me, teaching me him, and me having multiple dogs that do those things that I'm using to motivate them. So I'm like, okay, well, if you ain't gonna do that, I ain't gonna work you with that. I got other dogs to work, right? Because I got multiple dogs. This is how you learn this patience shit. Right? You got multiple dogs. Now it's like having a classroom. You got a student in your class and they ain't fucking getting it. Okay, well, I'll focus on the students that's getting it. Okay, I'll let you figure it out. Okay. So that's how I was. I had to learn this way because I got multiple dogs, not just one dog. I can't just force this type of energy on Shaka, right? You're gonna fetch this damn ball, Shaka. I couldn't do that. Okay. So boom, check this out. So with Shaka, right? I'm like, well, damn, what drives this damn dog, right? Anytime I bring him out to the yard, y'all, to the yard. Okay, first of all, anytime I bring him out of his kennel, he's on every dog. He's on every damn dog, right? He's on every dog. He's trying to get at things. He's trying to fish check everything. Okay, whatever. That's cool. Get him out there. Bring him out to my little training area. Got a nice little training area. It's cool, right? I let him off the leash because he don't want to fetch. He don't want to do no spring pole work. He don't do none of that stuff. Nothing. As soon as I let him off, he's off. But you know what he's motivated on? He's looking for something to chase. Squirrel, snake, whatever. That's all he on. He on the prowl. That's all he do. That's what he want to do. Let me go and let me do me. That's what he does. He just goes around looking for shit. He's digging. He's over there looking. He's looking. You see a squirrel. He's over there. That's all he does. So I'm like, okay, that's him. Whatever. Let him do his thing. That's Shaka, right? So then I got him to do the weight pull stuff at least, right? But what he would do, right? I didn't need to motivate him. We know how some dogs you got to motivate them to pull with like a toy or something like that. He just would follow me, right? I got my little lead. Let's go. He'll just follow me and do that stuff. So he was easy with that. I didn't need to motivate him to do it. He'll just follow me around the thing, and that's how I did him with that. But as far as like a toy, he had no interest in that. Okay. However, anything of animal type, he was on it. He was on it to the point of no return on it. Okay. Now, me as a dog man, I need to take notes and say, okay, well, if my dog is prey driven to the degree of he needs to see a level of prey, what item can I use with, like, almost like a rawhide, right? Cowhide or whatever. What item could I use to help motivate that drive, encourage that drive even more, right? Now, because I have to have patience because I have other dogs, right? I'm forced to have patience to learn this. I learned it by putting him on the back burner and focus on the dogs that I could motivate, all right? Focusing on the dogs that I could motivate to do what I want to do. Now, watch this. Here's the two edge to the sword. No, not the two edge. Here's the flip side to seeing something that you see early bird in a puppy. AR-15. Okay, and I mentioned this a little bit before, but I'm gonna mention it now because this is where I saw the shift in my dog's motivation. AR-15, I even seen it in Silver Bullet too. But AR-15, he was one that would fuck up a bite toy. You know what I mean? He liked the flirt pole and the spring pole. He liked all that shit, biting all that shit, that sleeve biting type shit. He liked it when he was a puppy. And what I mean by puppies from let's say 6 months to a year and a half. He liked it. He was on it. Bring that thing out. Oh, you want to bite it? Oh, he's playing with it. It's cool. Like it's cool, right? Like, okay, I got something to motivate him. After that year and a half, I could put it up right now. After that year, I could put that same thing that he used to go ham over, y'all. He used to go ham over it. He does not care about it. He does not care about it. Now, if I'm not learning on the job like I'm learning, and I'm learning like, okay, these dogs' temperament, their mentality changes as they mature. Certain things that used to motivate them might not motivate them anymore. And especially if we're dealing with something like play, right? And when it's playtime, certain things that they might like, unless they just really have that type of, fiend type of mentality. I have a dog I've had dogs, like I told you, that dog that would die over a damn ball, AK with his damn bone. Okay. They have a fiend mentality. They fiend for it, whatever it is, right? Certain dogs don't have that mentality. Or it might not be play that they fiend for. Okay. Now, if I'm not learning how to be patient with this process, I can take a dog that I thought that was good, that's showing me that it's not as motivated, so maybe it's not as good, and say, you know what, this dog is trash. I can take a perfectly good dog and throw him in the trash because I'm not being patient with my assessment of this particular individual dog, because I'm assuming that it's going to be what it was at 6 months old or be motivated like it was at a year old. My expectations are way too high. Way too high. Too early. But okay, boom, you're showing me this at 6 months. Okay, this dog's gonna be there. Oh, this dog's gonna be perfect for my program. Look what it's showing me at 6 months. And then, like AR-15 showed me, you're not motivating me no more by that fucking bite toy, daddy. I don't want to see it. You could put it on. Yeah, I was cool with it, like to bite it. No, I don't want to bite it. You can swing it in front of me. Yeah, I used to chase that thing. I don't want to chase it. Okay. Now, what is that dog AR-15 telling me? I know what he's telling me. Okay. Because I know what motivates him. Okay. He's like Shaka. Okay. He likes the real thing. Once he understood that bite toy is not fighting back, real talk. Once he understood that, then he was like, I'm done. I don't want to do that no more. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that no more. A dog like AK, that bone, he don't need it to fight back. He just likes something in his mouth. He like to bite shit. That's all he do. He has a bite fetish. He got a bite shit. It's like a pacifier. Okay. He don't care if it's squealing or nothing. AR-15, he understood in his mind that this ain't fighting back. When I was a puppy, I like to bite on shit, but why is it not fighting back? Why, when I'm shaking it, it's not pulling? But see, because I'm learning and I'm forced to learn multiple dogs' personalities, and because when another dog, let's say AR-15 don't want to do that, I got another dog who I can motivate doing it. I focus that energy on them dogs that I can motivate and train them to do that. I tend to just, okay, let that dog be. I let the dog be who he is. I let AR-15 be who he is. I let Shaka be who he is because I got other dogs. I'm not forcing something on a dog and then being disappointed that dog's not doing what I'm forcing it to do. Or I get the flip side, like I told y'all, I get the two-edged sword. It cuts me back. It cuts the way I want, but then it cuts me back in a negative way because that dog is really not designed to be motivated that way. That's not the best way to motivate your working dog. However, how would you know if you're not taking your time to learn that dog? How would you know? You wouldn't know. You would just scrap that dog. All that dog won't work for my program. Most dog men, that's what they do. Oh, this dog is skittish, so it don't work for my program. It don't fit. Why is that dog skittish? Why? Why? Did you assess why? Did you take the time to learn why and then correct it? If that dog has a brain and that dog's intelligence, it should learn correction, right? A dog make mistake. You should be able to teach it that it's making a mistake, show that it's a mistake that's made, and then correct it, and then encourage the correction. We should be able to do that as good dog men and dog women, right? We should. However, that's not what most dog men and dog women do. They see something at a young age in a dog, and they say, oh, that's that dog. They make that mistake, okay? I was forced by on-the-job training to not make that mistake because I let the dog teach me itself what was wrong. I let that dog show me AR-15, Shaka, what motivates it. Not, oh, this dog ain't got no drive because they don't want to chase a flirt pole. Or this dog ain't got no drive because they don't want to bite a damn bite sleeve. This dog don't got no drive because they don't want to fetch no ball. I didn't let that happen because I had other dogs that did that I was able to work in that capacity and did that and was cool or whatever, right? Whatever. But then as I was paying attention to them dogs, because I had to, because they're still my dogs, I still deal with them, right? They showed me, this is what motivates me, Dad. This is what will take me to the limit, okay? Dad, I don't like playing around with toys. Dad, I like the real thing. You know, I'm a real dog, right, Dad? Yeah, I play with you and all that shit. That shit's cool, but that's not who I am, Dad. I'm the real thing, Dad. Take me out there and let me kill some prey, Dad. Watch me go crazy, Dad. Watch me go to the point of no return, Dad. Watch me make you proud, Dad. That's what my dogs was telling me. That's what AR-15 was telling me. That's what Shaka was telling me. But let's say because Shaka didn't bite no bite sleeve. Oh, man, he ain't got no drive. He ain't got no drive. I put him off, I scrap him out my program. And that's not all that your dogs are going to show you in the beginning, right? Back to patience. Your dog is going to show you something damn near, if you pay attention to your dog every day. If you pay attention to your dogs like I have to, they're going to show you development every day. Either they're going to get better or worse. Now, if you have dogs that have some level of intelligence and they watch, they learn. If they pay attention, they learn. They learn your mannerisms. They know what time you come out. They know what time it's time to feed. They know what you want from them. If they have some level of common sense, they're going to learn, okay? So, it's not hard to teach a dog. However, you can't expect the dog to know something if you're not putting in the time to understand that dog that you're dealing with. If you're putting too much pressure on the puppy, shame on you. If you want a 1-year-old dog to act like a 3-year-old mature dog, shame on you. You're going to ruin that dog. You're not going to get the max potential out of that dog, or you're going to make that dog a one-trick pony dog. Goes back to biting, right? I have a French bulldog that will bite man, will show out on a bite sleeve. Will show out on a bite toy. Show out. I mean, oh man, all the shit, shake, rattle, and roll, full bite, shake, rattle. I mean, all of it. All of it. Okay. Me understanding dogs that do damage knows that my French bulldog, even though it's motivated for that game that it's playing, is not going to do that much damage when it bites. And in reality, he's probably not going to bite a person with that type of ferocity that he's biting on that bite toy, because it's a game to him. I know that. Okay. My dog AK, who has a bite fetish. Okay. Thank God that he don't want to bite other animals that way. Thank God he don't want to bite humans that way. Now, watch this. Goes back to that 1996, 1997 story that I told y'all. Okay. Imagine if I took a dog with a bite fetish like AK. Okay. For anybody who knows AK, he's a freak of nature, man. Okay. That dog will kill a man and large prey easily. Okay. Imagine if I imprinted that at 8 weeks, agitation, and then you can bite, growl, and you can bite. Imagine what liability he would be. I already know I would have a hard time handling him. I say I know my dogs. I know highly intense dogs. You know, dogs that are very intense, you can see it in their eyes. Not only do you see it in their eyes, you can feel it in their energy. Not only can you feel it in their energy, you see how when they want something, what they do to what they want, how fast they get to what they want, how reckless they are with their body when it comes to what they want. Like intense dogs. When you see one that's quick and got size and is motivated for like it's motivated. Like you like, okay, that's that right there. That's a problem. AK-47 Chopper is a dog that could be a problem for me. And I'm a 6'3", 210-pound dude. You know what I'm saying? I handle my dogs. Okay. And I know that dog right there, AK-47 Chopper, will be hard for me to handle because he's that intense and strong. Okay. So imagine me not being patient and forcing something on him. Like, for example, I wanted him to do bite work. I bought the whole kit, y'all. What I mean by the whole kit, I got the intermittent sleeve, the puppy sleeve, I got all the sleeves. You know what I mean? I got the whole shit, the full body suit, the agitation, I got everything. The helmet, I got the whole damn Ray Allen kit. I got it in my damn shed, all of it. Okay. The shot collars, the prong collars, all the shit. I got it all, y'all. I was gonna teach that on AK. First thing I was gonna do first is obedience training. That's what I started. Okay. But watch this, y'all. He did good with the obedience. Okay. The heel, all that shit. Obedience is always first. So I taught him that. Okay. This was my like, okay, that's not for AK moment. I put a little bite thing that I bought from Amazon, and y'all might see it on my little IGs and stuff that I use the AK on the spring pole. And I put that up there, and I saw how intense the fire, like the fire in his eyes for that thing. I saw it, right? And then I would swing it, right? And I would see him sacrifice his whole body just to get that. Like really fall crazy. And that was stupid of me because I could have fucked AK. I could have broke his bones and all that shit because he did do all kind of backflips, crazy acrobatics for it because he just wanted it that bad. But when I seen what he did to that bite sleeve, which is, that's pretty strong bite, but when I seen what he did to it with his mouth and how he shredded that shit up, I was like, yo, I'm not putting no damn sleeve on my arm. When I saw what he did to that damn sleeve, I'm like, I don't know, I'm not putting no sleeve on my arm. Right there, I was like, oh, no, I'm cool. I'm going to get somebody else. But I didn't have nobody at the time put in there. But I saw how he did. I'm like, I'm not putting that on my arm for him to bite me. So that right there deterred me when he did that. But then not only that, when I see what he does to bones, when I see his bite force, when I can't get him off a damn spring pole, I cannot break him off. I cannot get a break stick in his mouth. I swear to y'all. I got a metal break stick. I put in that boy's mouth. He ain't, I mean, you'll bloody his gums up. He ain't breaking, he ain't letting go. But I'm talking about twist that. I got a metal one. Twist that bad boy. Got it from Ray Allen too, a professional one, real one. Okay. Not no wood one, a metal one. Got it up in there, twist that bitch up, pry it over. Nah, nope, not AK. He holding on to that shit, bloody mouth, whatever. He ain't letting it go. I have to release it and walk away from it and then go get something else he wants. Then he let it go. That's the only way he letting go of whatever he got. You ain't taking nothing out that dog's mouth. Okay. Imagine if I was making him okay with being mean and responding to me like, okay, I'm a growl, I'm a bite. Imagine if I was naive like I was as a young dog man and take that, when I got him at 4 months old and start agitating him and making him mean like that. Oh man, I had to put the AK down and probably shoot that boy. I had to put him down. If he was to tell me, "Oh, daddy, I don't want to, let go," I had to shoot that dog. Real life, I had to shoot that dog. Okay. But you know what? I just saw the signs. No, I'm not gonna do that. No, okay, you like to bite. So we're not doing bite work with you, man. You already like to bite. I don't need you to protect. I don't need you thinking it's okay to bite humans. I don't need you to do that. And I shifted my gears, right? I shifted my gears to that. Okay. AR-15 was going to be used for that too, because they're the same age. AR-15 told me I'm not biting no bite sleeve. So I couldn't do that with AR-15. Like, I'm not, but I'll bite you though. I don't allow my dogs to bite me though. Okay. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't allow my dogs to put their mouths on me like that. So you ain't biting me. But hey, give me something to chase and bite. I'll bite that. That's what AR-15 told me. Give me something to chase and bite. I'll bite that. But I'm not biting that damn toy. Now, goes back to patience, right? Me dealing with AR-15, who I was going to use for protection. I got all the shit, right? Do I scrap him out of my program because he don't want to play? He don't want to play with me no more. He don't want to play bite with daddy no more. Do I say, oh man, he not good for that? You know, I don't need him for sport. I just need him to do what I bred him to do, which is protect me and my wife. You know, I got 6.5 acres. You know, I got mountain lions, bears, foxes, bobcats, all kind of shit. Snake. I got all kind of shit out here. Okay. I just need you to protect me and my property. That's all I need you to do. But, you know, do you not fit my program because you don't want to show me how you bite by playing these games? Like, this is just me. I'm telling y'all. This was just me. I'm telling y'all. Do I do that to you, AR? Because I wanted you to do that. I want you to bite this shit. I bought all this shit for you and AK. But you don't want to do it. But AK, I don't want him to do it. He wants to do it. But I don't want him to do it because, you know, he scares me. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by scare me, y'all, what I mean by scare me is what he can do to someone else other than me. Not scare me as far as my dog gonna go and try to bite me. Okay. But what he could do to my wife, for example, who he loves, but at the same time, I'm agitating him. My wife can't handle that boy. What if he don't want to be handled by my wife for whatever reason? What if he's like, you know what, Mama, I don't want to go back in. She's trying to pull, get in here, AK, and you know, he snap on her ass. Oh, hell no. Or anyone else, right? So that was shut down, right? That was shut down. And the AR-15, he didn't want to bite that shit. But at the same time, right? At the same time, I'm forced to be patient and learn my dogs, my young dogs. I'm forced to, because now they're showing me themselves. And because I'm not just focused on AR-15, or I'm just not just focused on AK, or I'm just not focused on all the other mini dogs that I have, I just go shift my energy to the dogs that's going to allow me to train them the way I want to be trained, right? I'm able to do that. But at the same time, I'm able to see my dogs and learn, right, what makes my dogs tick, right? Versus forcing what I think they should be learning to make them tick. Because not every dog is going to learn at the same pace. You got to have multiple dogs to know this. And I know people who train dogs, multiple dogs, they know this. And a lot of times when they train other people's dogs, they only got a certain amount of time. So if they don't, you know, comply within that certain amount of time, hey, well, your dog ain't gonna make it. Your dog ain't, you know, whatever. Your dog it's not gonna work out for this. Your dog, you know, because they only got a little bit of time with your dog. This is your dog, not the trainers. So when you're training your dogs, you learn also to let your dogs train you. This is where patience come in. You learn, right, that not only am I training my young dogs, but if I'm paying attention, my dogs are training me how to train them. You're only going to learn this, you guys, with patience. You're only going to learn it with patience, because if you don't have patience, you're going to have expectations to see something that you might not, you might not see in the first 6 months of that dog's life or the first year of that dog's life. You might not see it. However, if you have multiple dogs like I have, you are forced to divvy your energy up accordingly, right? According to the dogs that are receiving what you're trying to teach them. And so by doing so, you might say, okay, I'll leave you here at this level, dog, that's not receiving this level of training right now. You're not responding to this. I'll leave you there, but I'm gonna focus on the dogs that is responding to this. And then boom, as I'm focusing on them, now you'll start to see them teaching you, like, hey, this is what I like. Hey, daddy, I still want your attention. Hey, this is what motivates me. Hey, you didn't think my drive was there? Hey, you see me go after this, that, and the third? You're like, damn, I didn't even know you had that drive. It goes back to what I was telling y'all about that skittish dog I bought. That American Bulldog bitch that I bought that came out the box when I bought her, skittish at 8 weeks. Okay. And I was turned off by it. Remember, I was telling y'all about that. And I didn't put no energy toward her because it just made me disgusted. I had too many dogs. So I left it alone. But when I would see her with the other dogs, she was a whole different dog. She wasn't acting like she was acting with me. She's a whole different dog. Okay. So could I have brought her out of that? I honestly, I don't know. I'm going to say this. I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know because I don't necessarily know the genetics behind that bulldog I bought. Okay. Real talk. I don't know the genetics. Okay. I just bought it from a reputable bulldog man and I trusted him on his dog. And at that time I had other dogs and it's like, bitch, you gonna act like that toward me? Fuck you. That's how I felt at that time. But I know that I possibly could have shifted her energy. You know, I could have worked on her. I could have, but I just don't know if I would have changed it over her in particular. Now, I'm dealing with my dogs. And not only am I dealing with them, but I have pack, I have a pack environment because I have multiple dogs. And then I'm seeing how dogs develop, right? From when they're born to 5, 6, whatever, however long I have them. I'm learning their changes and I'm learning what motivates them. And what motivates them are different things, right? Not every dog is going to be motivated the same way at all. Okay. And I'm learning not to turn on my dogs. I'm learning that by watching them turn on themselves, right? I didn't need to turn that dog that I bought on at 1996. When I bought him at 1996, I didn't need to turn him on. He was going to turn on his own. Now, if I would have let him turn on his own, maybe he wouldn't be trying to bite my mama. Or maybe my dad would have been able to catch him. Maybe my whole neighborhood wouldn't have been running and jumping up on their cars because, nobody could get him at that time. Maybe I would have been able to keep my dog and I'd have to sell him because I really love that dog. Maybe if I knew any better. I'm sure if I knew what I knew now, then, yeah, I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have did it because if it's in his genetics, it's going to be that. Understand this. If you got a well-bred dog and those type of the drive that you want is in those genes, it will eventually come out. Think about wolves in the wild, right? Nobody is teaching that dog or that wolf how to be a wolf. The pack is teaching it by example. And if it's in the genes, survival is going to kick in and it's going to have its drive that's in its genetics. And it's going to learn by watching the pack, right? That's how it's going to learn. So with me having multiple dogs, right? Me making mistakes, seeing how I imprinted a certain type of okay mode. Okay, that drive right there, look, young puppy, you don't understand it, but okay, good. I imprinted that on a puppy. As it got older, it was a liability for me, having a dog that thought, hey, daddy said it's okay to be biting and shit and killing and shit and encouraging that drive. And now I don't know how to turn it off. Like with that dog that I was telling you, Buffy, she didn't know how to turn it off. I couldn't turn that drive off. I could not turn it off. Liability, that's all she was. She had to be on lockdown, period.com. Anybody, my nephews come over, whatever, friends come over, their kids, I got to put her up, lock her up. No, I couldn't turn it off. You know why? Because I was encouraging that shit when she was a puppy. That was who she was genetically. I didn't need to encourage it. You know what I was supposed to encourage? Her to be cool. When she was trying to get all rah, 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 as a puppy, I should be like, no, bitch, stop. No, no, bitch. That's what I was supposed to do. Okay. But, rookie dog man shit, right? It's cool with the homeboy shit, right? I was encouraging something that became a two-edged sword and ruined that dog, right? If it wasn't for the fact that I love that dog and I love all my dogs, she would have been in a pound euthanized. I ruined her, right? Because I wasn't a responsible dog man, knowing that that's in that damn bitch. Her mother, her parents, it's all in them. But instead of showing her, hey, bitch, no, bitch, control that. Instead of doing that, I'm like, yeah, bitch, good girl. And then that ruined her. Okay? Ruined her. Real talk. So, back to the word patience. Now, what I do with my dogs, you guys, and I would encourage you to do the same, especially if you have the genetics. If your dogs don't have the genetics, then you freestyling. Maybe you got to plug in some genetic codes in your dogs to make it do something. Maybe if your dog isn't bred right, maybe you have to teach it to be a certain type of way. Okay. If that's you, I'm not talking to you. Okay. I'm not talking about you who have them type of dogs. You got to plug those genetic characters. I'm talking about the ones like myself who have well-bred dogs that have these performance genetic characteristics in their genetic DNA. Okay. What you do with your dogs as puppies, don't turn the bitches on. Don't. They're going to turn on. Like I said, trust me when I tell you, I don't do nothing for my dogs to be turned on. They show me in their pack environments that they really with the shits. The fights that they get into, pretty vicious as some damn puppies. That's all I need to see. You willing to fight, or you can take some pain. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need to see, right? As far as the drives go, okay, you're driven for something. You ain't gonna back down. You'll fight till whatever, right? You can take the beating. You can give a beating. Good, okay, puppies. That's good enough. But at the end of the day, I don't want y'all to do that. Okay, me. I don't want you guys to do that because I don't want you to take that energy and take it out on. Let's say I got a poodle that my wife has. I don't want you to take it out on the family poodle. Or let's say I got farmland. I got some cows and some sheep. I don't want you to take that out on the sheep. Those are my sheep. Those are my chickens. Okay, if I feed you a chicken, you can eat that chicken. But if I got chickens running around, you should know in your mind, I can't go and use my drive against that chicken. The only way that puppy's going to know that is because I am encouraging it to be chill. How am I doing that? I'm loving on the puppies. I'm disciplining the puppies when they do things that's out of line, which is outside of the off switch. You always trying to turn on? I don't need no dead puppies. I don't need y'all to kill each other. Yeah, y'all can rustle, but there's reconciliation. I'm teaching that. I'm teaching them that. When they get out of line, they're getting disciplined. I'm not encouraging them. Yeah. Look at him. Oh, yeah, this one's going to be a hitter. I ain't encouraging that. I already know that dog's going to be a hitter. It's in the genes. I already know it can kill. It's in the genes. I know it. I bred it that way. I know it can do damage. It's in the genes. I'm not encouraging that. That young puppy needs structure. That young puppy needs to understand, chill, relax. Okay? You don't need to kill, even though it's in your genes, right? That's your puppy buddy. That's your pack buddy. He's a part of the family. Yeah, he or she gets on your nerves. Yeah, y'all gonna fight like brothers do, but it's right. Our brothers or sister might get on our nerves. We might fight our brothers, but I'm not trying to kill my brother. I'm not unstable, even though I know I can. Oh, little brother, you get on my nerves, or big brother, I'm tired of picking on you. So now I got the best of you. I'm gonna stomp you out till you're dead. Like what? No, I'm gonna beat you up and then I'm gonna pick you up and give you a hug and a kiss, man. All right, man. Sorry, bro, but man, don't fuck with me no more. That's what I gotta teach these damn puppies. Okay. Shout out to Jackie from Buff Dogs. Okay. That's who I got my foundation stock, my Bandog foundation stock from. Buff Dogs. Y'all know that. Okay. Shout out to her. She told me, right, because we built a rapport, good rapport too. She was telling me all the negative things about her experiences with customers buying her dogs. She said people will buy her dogs and ruin puppies. She said they would take them puppies and break their jaws because they're doing bite work with the damn puppies at fucking a young age. And so me, I'm new to Bandogs. Period. She's schooling me on Bandogs as I'm buying sperm and shit and dogs from her. I don't know nothing about it. Okay. I'm getting into that style of guardian type dogs when I started buying my genetics from her. Okay. So she's telling me this stuff, right? She's not telling me, hey, you don't do it. She just telling me about customers who expect things from her dogs and they fuck them up, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm hearing it, but it's like going in one ear and the other because I haven't experienced it yet, right? Fast forward to me dealing with dogs, and I see them do things to each other. Not only that, I see dogs who have bite fetishes who destroy their teeth. AK, all his cutters his cutters is broken. You know why? Because he will bite anything. He don't give a fuck about it. He don't give a fuck about his teeth. He just want to bite shit. Okay? Imagine what we do to puppies' mouths when we try to make them bite shit at a young age. Ruin they bite. You ruin they bite. You ruin their teeth because you want to play and bite. Look, you want to make them hang on ropes and shit. You want to make them bite sleeves and shit. Puppies. Why? For what? Why are we doing that? Because it looks good, right? We know the dogs can bite, right? Every dog bites because that's how they communicate, right? Right? They communicate with their mouths. But why are we trying to make these dogs that are developing their jaw structure and developing their teeth to want to bite shit so soon? Why? Because it looks good? Is that really good for your dog? Well, according to Jackie, it was ruining her dogs that she sold to people who wanted them because, that rah, 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 and they want them to do all that shit. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that dog will eventually be able to do these type of things. But is it necessary before the year of one? For that first year, is it really necessary if that dog's genetics is what it is? My answer to you is no. As a matter of fact, it's unnecessary. My answer to you is it's unnecessary. Okay? It's unnecessary. You know what I got for my dogs, my little puppies and shit? I got little bite toys and shit like that where they can play with it. Okay? I don't leave it in there. I leave like stuff that they can bite on that'll strengthen their jaw. I don't leave ropes and shit in there for them to pull on. I leave like Kongs and hard shit that they just, it's like for their teething and shit, like a baby teething. I leave that in there for them to bite bones. They can bite that shit all day. Bite that shit, right? Help your jaws. But I'm not doing nothing to destroy their bite. I don't need them to be biting on a sleeve. I don't. I just need them to understand basic discipline. I need them to understand the on and off switch. When you have killer dogs, you guys, if you're not teaching these damn dogs on and off switch as puppies, if you have, and now not everybody got killer dogs, okay? But if you have killer dogs like I do that can kill you or kill a prey, you need to be teaching them on off switch, which means if they have drive in their genetics, right, then you need to be teaching them chill, no, love, okay, socialize them. Some of y'all don't like socializing your dogs, whatever, that's to each their own. If I have a killer, it's going to be socialized. Think about a person that has been, like these serial killers that's got mental illness because whatever, they've been picked on when they was kids, they was outcast and shit like that. Think about how fucked up they are. And the reason why they do the fucked up the shit they are. The fucked up shit they do. Think about it. It's because of how they was raised, how their brain was nurtured. If you have a dog that is built to kill, it's a warrior. It has it in his blood to be a warrior. You need to teach it how to be a lover too. How best to teach it is when it's a puppy. When it's small and the kids can deal with it and your wife can deal with it and people who are timid can deal with it because it's small and the dog is still in his mind playful, so it's okay, you know what I mean? And if it does do like a little rough house, it's not going to be as rough as it would be if that dog is older and you're trying to correct a rambunctious dog that's older. Like what are we doing? You're trying to teach a dog that is 2 on to be off. Like, oh shit, it's 2 on. Oh my god, how now you gotta be off. Like, nah. Why will we do that when it's too late? Right? Why can't we as dog men and dog women, I've learned this, have patience to say, you know what? I know genetically that you can do what I want you to do. You're not showing me that, and I'm not expecting you to. I don't have expectations on a damn child. But what I do expect you to do as my damn dog is listen to me. What I do expect you to do is understand who you can bite and who you cannot bite. I do want you to understand that. I do want you to understand politics on this yard. Okay? Yes, there's kennel accidents that do happen. Yes, there's dogs that don't get along. However, you need to know when I come on the yard and I see that shit happening, oh, it's a problem. And when I come and break that shit up, oh, you're going to respect my breakup because I never allowed it from the beginning because I know it was in you. But because I don't want to demonstrate that on my yard, I'm not using you in that capacity to show you that it's okay to, vent your frustration out on the dogs on the yard, even though you might not like that dog on the yard. I still taught you as a little youngin that you got to coexist. And I don't play that. But if I'm encouraging your rah, rah, rah as a puppy, then I separate you and I don't put that on-off switch mentality in you, then you're going to be a liability on my yard too. And that right there, okay, dog men and dog women, is the problem with most of these individuals that's dealing with these type of dogs, these working performance type dogs that can actually bite and hurt man and bite and hurt prey. We try to turn these dogs on too quick. And then we expect to see this at a young age. And we assess puppies. We diagnose a puppy. 1, 2 years old. Oh, it ain't turning on the way I want. It's trash. We as dog men do this type of stuff. Okay. Or like I said, we ruin a dog because we turn it on too soon. We ruin it because we turn the dog on too soon. This is real. Okay. And like I said, I'm speaking from experience of my own dogs on my own yard. Y'all know I deal with 30 plus killers, all ages. And there's politics on the yard, just like it is in the prison yard. There's politics on a dog yard, and I'm the warden. Now, as the warden, you got to know how to control your prisoners. And they're not prisoners to be, but I'm just talking about the energy, right? And how do I control that? Well, it starts with the youngsters. If I know I got killers and hitters on my yard as puppies, what do I want to show them first? If they already know how to kill from genetic birth, from coming out their mama's vagina, they can already know kill or be killed, survival of the fittest, genetically. Why am I encouraging that as the warden? Right? Or the alpha pack leader. Why am I encouraging that? It's already there. Because I want my homeboys to think that I got the toughest dogs and shit. I want Instagram, Facebook, YouTube to think I got the toughest dogs and shit. Look at my puppy. Is that why? Okay, that's cool. If that's what it is, that's cool. That's what you want to show? Cool. Now, have multiple dogs on the yard. See how many dogs you have dead. See how many dogs you got to staple up. How many vet visits you got to pay? How much money you got to spend? See an accident happen where your child or your kid's friend or your wife or somebody come over there, the pool guy, and get mauled or attacked. Have that happen. And watch how your mentality as a dog man shift. Watch. You'll be forced to, because of the carnage that you experience, the financial loss that you will take. You will say, you know what? I got to approach this dog thing a little differently. I need to be patient with this on switch, with lighting that fire that's in these dogs. I need to be patient with that. Matter of fact, I need to go about it differently now. I need to bring these dogs down a notch. I need to have them understand, don't turn on the fire. Do you know what don't turn on the fire mean, puppy? When you're big and intimidating, can you be okay with the kids pulling on your ear and shit? Can you be okay with somebody with kind of timid energy, kind of scared around you? Can you be okay and understand that that person is scared and not feel as if, oh, this person is scared, let me dominate it? Because you know how dogs do when people are tense and uneasy, they dominate, right? They'll go by them, they'll probably piss around them, right? They'll rub their body or push their body on them and shit like that because they know, oh, you a bitch. And I'm going to show you that I like this, so I'm going to intimidate you. Can you know in your mind as a dog, he's a bitch? And okay, I'm not going to scare him. I'm not going to intimidate him, right? Because, you know, I've been taught as a puppy that I don't need to do that. You're not a threat. You know what I mean? Kids, oh, they want to play rough with me. Oh, they want to be on my mouth. Oh, they want to do, okay, well, shit, I ain't never bit on no human. My dad don't let me bite him. My dad don't let me bite him. I ain't never put my mouth on no flesh. This kid is up in my mouth. This kid is, agitating me. I've never been agitated as a puppy. You know, my daddy didn't hold me down and make me growl. My dad didn't pull my neck, my fur, make me growl. This kid is doing it. Okay, cool. Well, as a kid, whatever. I'm cool with it. You know, people around, oh my God, that dog gonna bite. No, that dog ain't gonna bite. No, it's not gonna bite you. It's a puppy. He a kid. You know what I'm saying? He like kids. He like attention. She likes attention. She like kids. You know why? She likes kids. He likes kids. He likes kids because I've socialized. I taught that damn puppy who's a killer to accept that energy. Accept it because it's okay. Because I know as a dog man that the genetics to be a killer is in the dog. It's in the dog. As it matures, especially male dogs, even females, but male dogs, when that testosterone kick in, you're going to see the change. You're going to see the change. The dog ain't going to act like a puppy. It's going to act like a dog. And you'll see like, oh shit, oh shit. Oh, I see it. You're going to see what you want if it's bred right. But guess what? When you see it, you can turn it off too. Hey, calm down. Come here. Stop that shit. Get over here. Dog comes, looks at you, right? Because you built that bond within that first year. You built that bond and that love. You didn't turn it on and agitate it. He comes to you, looks in your face. Hey, boy, or hey, girl, hey, you don't need to do all that. Come on now. You know what I mean? I look at my dog how you look at your kids that know you, right? When you got kids that know your vibe and you just look at them, give them that look, and they're like, oh, shit, I done fucked up. Like, your kids look at you like, oh, daddy, I know. I can look at my dogs and bring them over here and look them in their face like, come on, man. Like, really? I look at them just like that. Like, really, you gonna do that? Why are you gonna do that? And their spirit tells me, like, I know that. There's a reason why there's a reason why that there's a connection like this. I had to learn to be patient with these dogs because I have so many of them. And each dog showed me that they were different. Each dog showed me that my training methods don't work the same for every individual dog. Just like how when you have kids, you might teach your one kid a certain type of way, he gets it. You teach your other kid a certain way, she don't get it. But what? Because you only know how to teach one way, you don't know how to teach your other kid? No, you learn how to adapt. You pay attention, you listen to your kid. Okay, well, I got to deal with you this way. And I deal with you that way. Okay, same thing with your dogs. We don't have if you have high expectations on your kids, shame on you. Shame on you. Okay. You should still at the same time work to develop your children to be at a level, but don't put no high, because your kids going to disappoint you. They have their own mind. Let them show you what they are, and then you develop that. That's how you develop your kids. Same thing with your dogs. Let your dogs show you who they are, then you develop that. You develop that, what they show you. Not what you think they're supposed to be, not what you expect them to be. That's not how it works with animals and even humans. That's not how it works. You as a good dog man or dog woman need to understand your dog's psyche. Understand its spirit. Understand its mind. Pay attention to what the dog is telling you. Okay? How do you do that, coach? How do you do that, dog guy? Well, you know what you do? Basic discipline and love. That's what I have learned how to do because I have so many dogs. That's all I can give y'all consistently is that. Individually, we have our individual time, but that's on a time basis. That's not all the time because I have so many dogs. Okay. Everybody gets divided their time and they get their one-on-ones or whatever. Other than that, but consistently every day, y'all gonna get the discipline and love from me. Every day. Every day, y'all gonna get that. Y'all gonna understand what I do like, what I don't like. Y'all gonna understand that I love y'all and I care about y'all. But at the same time, if y'all go against what I want, there's gonna be some discipline. But what are we learning here on the yard is the off switch. The off switch. That's why I can be in here right now and I have 30 killers on my 30 plus killers on my yard, man. And they keeping the peace, man. Ain't nobody fighting in between the kennels, none of that shit. Because they know when it's time to turn up is when daddy's out there, right? They know it. They're excited when I'm out there. Okay. That's the only time they turn up. Unless there's something going on outside in the woods or somebody escaped. I have some escape artists. They love snitching on the escape artists. Anybody escape, they snitching. My dogs is going off. Oh shit, oh no, oh, she got out, he got out. They barking if somebody get out. Okay. I've had that happen. But other than that, you know, other than the puppies, they still got to learn. They be rambunctious. They still be doing they stupid shit because they puppies. But my older dogs, they understand the politics. But I've had to learn. What I'm telling y'all is this. I had to learn to be patient with my puppies, with my dogs. I had to learn how to let them teach me them. Through trial and error. I had to learn by forcing certain type of energies on young dogs. It can cut me in a negative way. Yeah, it cut in a way that I thought was cool, but it can come back where it cuts me in a way that is uncool. I had to learn that shit too. And when you have killer type dogs that can kill, okay, have desire to actually take something that's breathing and make it not breathe, like kill dogs, like dogs that want to do that, not mauling dogs, but dogs that take pleasure into taking souls. When you have dogs like that, we have to be responsible dog men and dog women. And we need to encourage off switch. We need to encourage socialization. We need to encourage love. Don't worry about all that other shit, man. Don't worry about all that shit. That's cool. Let us take your time. Work. If you got other dogs that's older, do that other shit that you know what I mean, bite shit and all that shit y'all like to do. That's play. Do that with them dogs, not your puppies. Not your puppies, man. You know what I mean? Socialize them killers, man. It's not going to make them soft. Just like I said, imagine if that person who was a serial killer was dealt with the right way when that person was younger. It probably wouldn't be a serial killer. You know what I mean? It might be an excellent damn soldier. Right? Might be a great Navy SEAL because it's got some balance in his mind. Right? It's a killer, but you know, it only kills when it's necessary. Right? When it's necessary to kill, it kill, but you know, not because you know, oh, I feel like killing, so I'm gonna kill. You know what I mean? Oh, you know, nobody told me that I don't have to kill. I just have this urge in my spirit, in my mind to kill. Now I just killing people just because. You know what I mean? Like that's what you creating in these dogs that are bred this way. If they are bred that way. And I just want y'all to understand that patience is so important. Patience. love relationship with your dog. Socializing your dog is so important. It is the most important part of a young puppy's development is love, socialization, discipline. That should be the only thing that you should be worried about with that dog. Don't be playing tug of war with that shit. You can put the little ball out there, let it play with the ball. Take the rope, just throw the rope out there, let it play with the rope by itself. Don't pull on that shit. You're gonna fuck the dog's mouth up. Don't worry about it. The dog gonna do it on his own anyway. If it's in the dog, it's gonna do it. Like facts. If it's in the dog, it's gonna do it. You ain't gotta worry about it. Like facts. You ain't gotta worry about it. You ain't gotta develop his bite. If the dog gonna bite, it's gonna bite. You ain't gotta develop his bite. For what? Real talk. For what? That's just for show. If a dog bites you, whether it bites you with the front of his mouth or the back of his mouth, it's fucking you up, man. Okay? Okay? I got bit. Remember I told y'all I got bit last week just by my puppies, and then she nipped me with the front of her mouth. Oh, I got a nice little puncture wound on my arm. And it was just a nip. It was a hit. That broke skin, no problem. So in reality, like, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Unless I'm doing Schützen type sport work, what am I doing? The dog's gonna bite. And in reality, y'all, when you're dealing with these killers, do I really want my dog that's a man stopper to kill a man? I'm speaking from me. Okay, maybe you might want that, but I'm just saying, do I really want that to happen? No. Do I really want my dog to bite a perp? Do I really want to see that? No, I don't. I don't want to see it. I'd rather my dogs just be a deterrent. Be a deterrent. Me. Okay? Because I've seen the damage, and I've told y'all about this before. I've seen the damage they do on each other. Right now I have an what I call an XL Pitbull Draco. His name is Draco. And I have an AK-74 Bandog. They're neighbors. One's a female, one's a male. Okay. And they're next to each other. And for some reason, they wanted to fence check each other through the kennel bars. I come out, you guys, just on my normal routine. And I see both of them like discolored. Right? So I'm looking like, the fuck? Right? And I go over there and they all bit up and bloody, biting each other through the kennel bars. For whatever, they never did it before, but bite each other through the, okay? Get y'all a staple gun. Save y'all some, make sure y'all buy yourselves, if y'all got dogs like I got, buy yourself a staple gun. Some antibiotics, okay? Alcohol is good. Alcohol is great, man, okay? But anyway, they was fucking each other up through the kennel bars. Okay, now they all scarred up like as if they've been in 1,000 dog fights. Okay, but this is just through the kennel bars. They ain't getting full bites on each other, but they fucked each other up. You see what I'm saying? Where I got to use my staple gun and clean up all their wounds and shit. Split ears, all the shit. Okay, they just did that till they got tired. Okay, no screaming and hollering. They was just biting. That's all they was doing, biting. Nobody hollering or nothing like that. That's why I didn't know nothing was going on. I heard some barking a little bit down there, but it wasn't no chaos. But what I'm saying is I see the damage. I see the damage that they do to each other, man. I can imagine what a bite like that would be from, let's say, that AK-74 Bandog female, man. I can imagine what it would do to a man's arm or leg or face or chest or, oh my God. Oh, I can imagine. She would just take chunks out of a human flesh. She would just take chunks out, bite, pull, chunk, take your muscle, rip it out. That's not something that I want to encourage you guys. You understand what I'm saying? That's not something that we should be encouraging. If the dog loves you, real talk. If the dog loves your family, real talk, that dog will protect you and your family. Period. If there's a threat, your dog will alarm you of a threat. Small dogs do that, right? They hear something. Cool. If there's prey on my land and you're not part of the pack, and some are part of the pack, but if you're not part of the pack, man, my dogs is on it. Period. I ain't got to teach them to do it. I ain't got to teach them to go after it. They're going after it off the top. It's just in them. So if I'm not doing anything like sport, or if I'm not training my dogs to specifically fight, or I'm not training my dogs to go hunt pig, vermin, or something like that, all I need to do with these level of dogs that we are talking about right now, these type of level of kill type dogs, prey and man drive, is just teach them discipline, structure, and love. And off switch. Let them know, hey, cool, chill. We got goats. We got this. We got that. Cool, chill. Okay. My homeboy bring his dog over. Might be sketchy. Okay, I'm putting my dog up because my dog don't know that. You know what I mean? The politics ain't cool with that dog. I know better now. I'm putting that dog up. However, if it's part of the family, cool, right? If a child comes over, the child is small, looks like prey to the dog. I've already socialized that dog as a puppy with children. So the understanding of that child and the mannerisms of that child is imprinted on that damn puppy. So when it sees a child, it's not prey. It's not prey. Oh, it's just a child. Patience, you guys. Patience with these working dogs. Do not try to turn on a puppy. It will turn on by itself. I guarantee you, if you just love on that dog, you will make that dog do anything you want it to do when it's time, though. When it's time and when that dog is ready, that dog will do anything you tell it if you love it, if you love that dog. It's really as simple as that. Like, I look at how my puppies, how they compete for my love. And I'm not no mushy pet owner. I'm very structured and balanced. I show them love, but I'm not, oh, come here. I'm not like my wife. I'm daddy. I'm the disciplinary. But I show them love in the way I show them. And see, dogs respect that because that's how they deal with each other. There's some funk going on. The pack don't like it. They discipline each other. They do what they do. And then, then when they're done, they lick each other's wounds and shit. Real shit. You pay attention to dogs, they'll show you how to get down. They show you how it is. So with me, I do the same thing with them dogs, with my dogs. Okay? But the main thing that I do for these dogs from born until at least one is discipline. Okay? Reconciliation amongst pack. That means if y'all fight, y'all ain't fighting to the death. Y'all reconcile. Okay. On-off switch, which is off switch. Off. That's what we're not teaching on. We're teaching off. Off. Okay. And love. And then regardless of which dog is in the forefront, the leader and all this shit, it's showing me all the stuff that I think is cool and thinking, oh, this is going to be the one. Don't have no expectation because they all going to change on you. They all do. Don't take that puppy that you think, oh, that's going to be the one, and think really that's going to be the one. It probably won't. The one that you probably thought wasn't going to be the one will be the one. If you pay attention to dogs long enough, You'll learn that. You'll learn that. If you keep whole litters like I do, and I've done, you'll see dogs as, they all change. They all show, you know what I mean? They just, you're like, damn, I thought you was going to be like, damn, I thought you was going to be like that. Damn, you're like, you're going to be just like that. You'll be baffled. You're like, damn, I didn't think you was going to be the one. You will say that. That's why we have to be patient as dog men and dog women. That's why we have to be patient as dog men and dog women when you're dealing with performance dogs, not the pet dogs, not the dogs for looks, not the show dogs, but performers that require a brain, requires emotion and ability. I'm talking about these type of dogs, not them dogs that you just prance around a ring. Not the dog that's just in your house and that's cool, whatever, it's just a pet. We're talking about the ones that we want to go to the maximum. We want to take it to the limit. Okay, we talk about those dogs. We want the loyalty. We want the respect. We want that. We talk about them type of dogs. It's, you got to deal with them differently, man. That's what makes a good coach for professional athletes that deal with nothing but superstars, right? He knows how to deal with them accordingly. He don't deal with them all the same. That's not what makes a good coach. He knows how to deal with them accordingly. He knows how to listen to them to bring the best out of them. He knows that, you know what? We drafted you because of your talent. We've seen what you could possibly do. But at the end of the day, I have to bring out the best in you. Now, just because I brought the best out of this athlete and I did this method, don't mean that it's going to work the same for you. Real good coaches know this. Real good dog men know this as well. If I know I got a talent, which is these puppies, and I know the potential based off of your bloodline and your parents, but I'm not seeing it, like I want to see it at a young age, I'm not going to throw you in the trash. Young prospect, I'm just going to pay attention to you. I'm going to pay attention to you a little bit more. I'm going to be patient with you. Okay? I'm going to make you love me because that's how dogs respond to us in love, right? Right? When you know a dog, like we know our dogs love us. When you have dogs, you know love when you have a dog that loves you. When a dog loves you, they look at you like, what do you want me to do, daddy? That's what we want to see in our young prospects. What do you want me to do, daddy? And if I was paying attention to you, young prospect, I know what motivates you. Okay? Maybe you don't want to go play fetch, right? Maybe you don't want a treat, right? Maybe all you want me to do is take you for a walk. What? Really? Just take me for a walk and I'll do what you want me. Maybe that's what that dog wants me to do. Right? Maybe that dog wants to, play with the kids, right? Because it loves your kids. And that motivates your dogs to want to do whatever you want to do as far as work, right? Like, okay, daddy, like, listen, like you got to pay attention to these things. Now, if I wasn't patient with the process of dealing with these dogs, I would never even know that to even look at that. I would never even know that. I would just say this dog is a piece of shit. It don't work in my program. And then I'll throw it away. Where I'm telling you guys is, goes back to the last live, right? Are you the right dog man for the dog? Goes back to that live. I've been forced by on-the-job training, real talk, you guys, to learn this way because I don't have the individual time to just focus on 2 or 3 dogs. So I have to divide my time in a collective way, in a group way. I have to divide my time amongst the group, but it's a group time, and I'm consistent in how I deal with the group. And because of this, I don't have time to give undivided attention to a damn puppy. I don't. I have older dogs that require that because they're older. They're going to get that from me, right? Because they're mature. They're going to understand. Puppies don't know shit. They learn it. So I don't have time to give them that TLC. So I have to give them a group type of, structure, dynamic direction. I have to give them to them in a group type way. Okay. However, because of this method, I'm learning the puppies and I'm seeing them like fall in line. I'm seeing them like, if let's say, for example, if I take a toy and it's in my hand, they all looking at it because they see the competition amongst each other energy. Not me teaching them, but oh, daddy got something in his hand. Ooh, you're watching it. I'm watching it too. Then I throw it in there. Then they all go after it. Okay, because they see it in my hand. They want to please me. They want me to give them the love. They can't wait for me to give them their feed. They can't wait for my little affection, whatever, my finger in the ear thing that I like to do with all my dogs. They look for that. So all they want to do is they're starting to learn to please daddy. If he got something in his hand, pay attention to what he's doing. Daddy's out. Everybody's saying he's out. Oh, we're all paying attention. He's out. Like, you see what I'm saying? They're paying attention to me, and then not only are they paying attention to me, but I'm paying attention to them. I'm seeing what makes them tick. I'm seeing the different personalities. I'm learning that, okay, you was kind of timid. Like I was telling y'all about Draco. Remember I told y'all about Draco last week? How he was in his pack and how they was jumping his ass. And, he would have to fight his way out, but they was always jumping him. And then how my energy, when I used to come in, he's always be like timid and shit with me. You know what I'm saying? And because I ain't no rookie ass dog, man, I ain't no novice dog, man. I understood the energy and why. I understood the why he was acting like that. Okay. I recalculated his mind. I'm like, I know why you're acting like that. I'm not like, why are you acting like that? Oh, you a bitch. You a cur. Why you let them beat you up? I didn't do that to that young damn fucking puppy. You know what I'm saying? I knew why he was acting like that. I mean, 3 against 1, and I got 3 killers. His brothers is killers just like him. He can't beat that 3 miles on 1. He fought his own, but I mean, shit. I understood. That's what I'm telling y'all. I understood what he was going through. So instead of being like toward him, I just encouraged him. Like, come here, boy. Come over here. And then I force my energy on him, which is love. Man, you good, man? Come on, man. I ain't gonna hurt you. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. And it took him a while to break out of it. It did. It took him a while. But how does dogs learn? Through repetition, right? We know this, dog men and dog women, right? How do dogs learn? Through reps. So through the repetition of me doing that, and I told y'all before, he broke out of that shit. Now he come to me right off the top. He love it. He's not intimidated by me. Okay? You know why? Because I listened to him. I wasn't worried about his drive. I didn't let that situation as a young puppy tell me he's a fucking cur. I didn't do that. Why? That's not my job. My job is to develop that dog's genetics. That's my job. My job is to love on him first. Let him know you can trust me. Hey, Draco, you can trust daddy, man. I ain't mad at you. I'm not disappointed in you. I understand. Don't worry about it, man. I mean, come on, man. You just be a puppy. I'm not expecting you to be a fighter. I'm not expecting you to beat up your brothers. I'm not even expecting you to take that type of beating. But at the same time, I still want you to understand that I got you. I got you. I'm here for you, young man. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, that dog is looking to me in my eyes like, what do you want me to do? You want me to go and get that hog? I'm going to get it for you. You want me to bite that hog hard? I'll bite that hog hard. Because you know why? Because I trust you. You took your time with me, Dad. Thanks. You wasn't expecting too much out of me as a damn puppy, Dad. Thanks. All you did was teach me structure and discipline and off switch and socialize me too. You took a killer and brought her around and let me experience what love is. You corrected me when I was funking with my sister, my half sister, and you know what I mean? Like I had to correct them when they did that shit to each other. You corrected me and showed me that we ain't gotta be funking through the damn kennel bars. Not, oh, that's how they are. That's we don't no. No, that don't happen here. But at the same time, we got to be patient as dog men and dog women with these working type dogs. We have to be patient and say, you know what? First things first. First things first. Off switch, love, discipline, structure. First things first. That's what we want. Show me that first, puppy. Show me you responsible enough to think that you're ready to bite something. Show me. Show me you responsible enough to know that that's a child. Show me that you're responsible enough to know that that's the family chicken and you can't bite that. You can't eat that chicken. That's the family cat. If you got cats, you can't chase that cat and kill it. Right? You got a family dog. You can't kill, you know what I mean? You know, I know you don't like him, but you can't kill him. Yeah, y'all gonna fight, but you ain't gonna kill him. Right? You know, like that's where we need to be with these working dogs, you guys. That's why you have to be patient. Right? So that's pretty much all I got to say about that. I mean, it's a lot. It goes a lot more in depth as far as how to really see it, how to truly develop it. You know what I'm saying? These dogs in this manner. Because I know a lot of us want to see things right away, and I get it. I do understand that. I used to be one of those types. However, I'm getting way more out of my dogs doing it this way, being patient, working on what we just talked about tonight. I'm getting way more. Okay. Not expecting nothing out of my damn puppies, but being obedient to me and just following my instructions, right? And with my pack, not killing each other in the pack, right? You know, that's all I'm expecting out of my puppies. And what I'm saying, to me, a puppy is all the way to 2 years old. 1 to 2. To me is what a puppy is. Maybe it's sooner for y'all. To me, from 1 to 2, because in reality, what, they're 14 years old in human years at 2, that's a teenager. That's still a damn pup to me. To me. So I'm still not having high expectations at no 2-year-old damn puppy. But I understand the development mentally versus a dog that's 1 year old versus a dog that's 2. I do understand that. And if I was consistent in my love and structure, as they get older, they will show me their genetics. And when they show me their genetics, I'll be able to control them, develop them, because now that dog understands who's the developer and they want my tutelage. They desire it, right? Your dog desires the attention of you, the teacher. Because whatever you did when they was a puppies to develop their mind and love on them and show them all the good times and the love, because dogs love love and affection. I know your dogs do. I know my dogs love love and affection. Okay. Knowing that they're going to get that from you, they're going to do whatever you tell them to do. I promise you this. They'll do whatever you say just for that love and attention that you showed them when they was little puppies. All right. So I'm going to get into this comment section, man. I thank y'all for being, patient with me. I know y'all probably have some things to say, which of course, you know what I'm saying, I will answer. But I just wanted to get my point across. I wanted to emphasize the patience with developing these young dogs. Do not force a square in a circle. Okay. Take your time and do it right. Okay. Don't worry about it. If you got the genetics, if your dog is genetically built the way you expect it to be built genetically, it's going to show you it. Some dogs are better than others at showing you this. However, if it's in the dog's genetics, it will show you it. Real talk. It will. So be patient and then let it develop and then watch your dogs show you. And most of us aren't even using these dogs for what they're bred for. Like I said, for me, I'm not taking none of my dogs hog hunting. I'm not baiting any of my dogs out here on my property. I'm not expecting none of my man stoppers to stop a man. I'm talking about on me. Okay. However, I know I bred them to do it. I have enough awareness to know that they can do it. This is me. I know that my dogs have prey drive. I know they can go and chase after something and probably take it down and kill it. That's good enough for me. Now, for you, you might be using your dogs to be catch dogs, or you might live in a bad neighborhood where you have predators coming to your, on your yard and shit. You know what I'm saying? Where your dog might have to bite somebody. I get that. To each their own. Me, on the other hand, right? All I need to know is that you can do it. I don't need to see you do it with me and my dogs. You can do it. Check. Check. Done. You know what I'm saying? You're going to protect me and my wife. Check. You're not going to kill the French bulldog that comes over there to your cage. Check. That's all. That's me. Okay. But to those of you who are taking this shit a little bit to the next level, not all the way to the next level, but you having these dogs actually going after prey, etc., actually biting, not biting sleeves and shit, but biting people and shit. You better pay attention to what we talked about tonight. Okay. You better be patient and do it right, or else you're going to have a problem. It's not going to be a good one. It's going to be a two-edged sword. It's going to cut you too. All right. So let me get to these questions, man. Big salute to y'all. Let me get to these questions, man. Let's see. Okay, so Carolina Blue says Samurai Kennels and AZ has that cowhide. Oh, for sure. Salute to Samurai Kennels, man. I'll be peeping his podcast and stuff like that, man. Real good dude. Yeah, okay, for sure, man. Yep. I'll definitely keep that in mind if I need some raw hides and stuff like that, cow hides and stuff like that, though. So big salute, Carolina Blue. Okay, so Eli, big salute to you, brother Eli. Thank you for showing up again, brother. He says, how do you know if a skittish dog can be corrected or if it's bad genetics? That right there, only way you're going to know that, brother Eli, is if you're working on that skittish dog. You got to work with that dog. And you have to be consistent in your work. It can't be no 1 or 2 times and, that ain't all shit. She or he ain't getting it. You have to be consistent in the work. Okay? Because a lot of times, and I'm going to give it a 50-50 coin flip. Most dogs you have to build their confidence, man. And really what that takes is just love. It just takes that. It takes that. It really does take love. How much time it's going to take, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because I haven't really had a chance to put that to the test, brother Eli. So I mean, I would just say that to assess that and get that real answer, you got to put in the time. You got to put in some time and effort and really put in, so that you can really get a real clear understanding if it's genetics or if it's just a mental thing that just needs to be worked on. Okay. Just in time, big salute to you, just in time. He said, facts, when they are pups, they can still be undisciplined and can hurt somebody. I wait to do advanced training as well. Yeah. Yeah. I've seen pups kill each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen it. They could do damage really bad. Like I said, I got bit and I got holes in my arm. And it was just a quick bite, you know what I mean? But them damn canines, you know what I mean? You already know what it's going to do to flesh. So imagine if they was really about what they was doing, you know what I'm saying? Like how they was killing, how they killed, how they killed each other. Like, yeah, they can do some damage. So that's why I say, like, don't be in a rush, you guys. Don't. For what? What are we showing puppies doing that shit for? Why is that so cool to us? Oh, look at this puppy doing all this shit. Why is that cool? You know what I mean? It's not cool, man. Let it be a puppy. It's the best time to love on that dog when it's small, and it's the best time to be able to correct it too. You know what I mean? Because when it gets too big, it might be a problem for you to correct that motherfucker. So yeah, man, take your time with them damn puppies, man. Justin Time says, when I was doing research on developing my breed, I would watch your channel for hours and learn more about the breed, and you give game to the fellow dog man. Much respect. Yes, sir, Justin Time. Yes, sir. And that's why I'm the coach, man. And like I said, with that name, all my partners call me that, more or less the life coach, but just in general, just like with this dogs, that's what I want to be able to do. That's why I'm doing this podcast. I want to be able to, through my experience of dealing with multiple dogs, not everybody get a chance to deal with multiple dogs like I deal with. and the type of dogs that we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Real working, prey, and man-driven type dogs. Not many dogmen can say that they deal with multiple dogs and or multiple different breeds of dogs. Not many can say it. And so that being that I do have this experience, and not only am I a coach, but I'm a player coach, I'm coaching myself in the field as I'm playing in the field, if that makes sense. I should be able to give this back. I do want to give it back. I do want to teach you guys through my experience. And then hopefully, you guys can apply it and be like, yo, coach is right, the shit worked. You know what I'm saying? Or, oh, maybe it didn't work. And then y'all can reach out to me, be like, hey, coach, I did this, it didn't work. You give me some, some pointers. That's what I'm here for, y'all. So yeah, big salute to you just in time. Will said, yeah, you ever gonna breed Jaws again? Man, man, Bill, I don't know. I had a plan, but I got turned off by the pit bull community, man. I'm not really fond of the pit bull community anymore. So it's like, why do I want to make pit bulls anymore? But I did have a plan to take Jaws to one of AK's daughters, though. I did have a plan to do that. I was going to call that the Great White Line of pit bulls. I was going to do it. However, I put that shit back on. I scrapped it because I don't think I want to make pit bulls anymore, Bill. I think you're going to be the last. You and Manny and others who got those pit bulls and shit, y'all gonna be the last with those, man. I think I'm done with pit bulls, man. The only pit bull I might make, and I'm 50-50, is gonna be the double XL pit bull choppers, man. AK2 is daughters. That's probably the other ones. That's probably the one I will do, but that's not a regular pit bull, though. Y'all know that. You know what I mean? Anything coming off of AK2 is daughters, the double XL pit bull choppers, those ain't pit bulls. So, the pit bull community wouldn't even be able to afford these. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have to worry about the pit bull community trying to buy one of these because they couldn't afford it. You see what I'm saying? These ain't no game pit bull prices. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to pay to play if you want one of these double XL pit bull choppers. But as far as Jaws, like, I don't know. I have a semen on ice, Bill, so you never know, man. You never know. But as of right now, I put it on the shelf, Bill. I put it on the shelf, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta put some respect on what I'm doing with these damn dogs, man. I can't give out my shit, man. I'm cool with that, man. You know what I'm saying, Bill? Like, I just can't be breeding these top tier dogs and just giving them away. It ain't gonna work. It don't work for me. I'd rather just keep my stock and collect my semen, pay my $100 a year to my clinic, and then keep my dogs, let them grow old, and then whatever I want to cook up for myself in the future, if I ever want to have dogs again, I'll just go in and cook it up. I'll go to my semen bank. I'm like, hey, I want me a Jaws. I'll go cook me up one and just keep all the dogs for myself. You know what I'm saying? Rather than, you know what I mean, bless the dog world with dogs like these. You know what I mean? Like, for what? So I don't know, Bill. You never know, family. You said we make our own community. No doubt. And that's what we're doing now, Bill. We making our own community, man. But it's hard. It's hard because, see, I'm the type of person that if I don't move the dogs, then I'm keeping my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't need anymore. I got all my shit. I got 2 breedings that I want to do. Y'all already know which ones it is. I already told y'all, man. AK to the Kangal and AK to Silver Bullet, the Bandog. Okay, I want another AK-74 Bandog, and I want AK to the Kangal, bitch. That's it. That's all I need. I got all my dogs, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need. Like, I don't need to breed. You know what I mean? And if the money ain't right for these type of genetics, I'm not doing it. For like I said, for what? You know what I mean? For both of us to get the dogs, don't even know what they're getting. You know what I mean? Or they be like, hey, coach, man, can I get that? All right, man. You want that? I need 5,000 for that, boy. I need 5,000 for one of them damn double XL pit bull choppers. Oh, man. I don't want to hear that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't do that when it came time for me to buy AK. When it was 12,000 out the door, imported from the UK. You know what I mean? When I was told 12 bands, including shipping, 12,000. I wasn't like, oh man, what? Oh man, can I? Oh man, that's too much. I didn't do that. I was like, done data. I'm sending my deposit right now. So you know what I mean. And hey, until our community understands, they understand what they money. Like, coach, I need that. You know what I'm saying? Like, coach, what you want for that deposit? Then then I might think about cooking them up again. But other than that, man, I can't give them away right now, Bill. I can't do it, man. But hey, you got some though, Bill. You got some, family. You got some. That's for damn sure. All right, so Larry H, big salute to you, Larry H. He says, if you want a dog to hunt or do man work, you must really know what you're doing or go to a competent trainer. Yes, sir. I just need a dog for a visual deterrent. I am not trusting my financial security. Man, preach. Larry H, preach, teach. That's it. That's all. Unless, right, if you are doing competition type schützen work, that's really the only time that you should be teaching a dog to bite on a human. That's just my approach and my opinion when you're dealing with dogs that already have the natural urge genetically to bite, man or prey. Like I say, you ain't got to teach these dogs to bite. I'm saying, I told y'all about Cowboy. He's a bully. He's a bully that looks like a pit bull, just thicker. But he will bite the shit out of a man, woman, or child. He'll bite you. I didn't teach that dog that at all. But in his mind, he don't know you. He biting first. That's on him. So I never had to get a sleeve out and agitate that damn dog. Rah, rah. I didn't have to do none of that for that dog. But he will for sure fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want him to be doing that. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, 100% teach and preach. Because like I said, I don't need no lawsuit. I don't need my neighbors suing me because my dog got out and killed one of their horses or killed one of their cows or ate one of their goats. You know what I'm saying? Hell nah. Nope. Nah. Nope. Not me. So the fact that I know my dogs can do it, for me, who like dogs like that, like you said, as a deterrent, that's, man, good job. Good boy. Good boy. Good girl. You know what I'm saying? You got the neighbors scared over there at the hill because you barking? Good boy. That's all I need. That's it. They ain't coming up in this damn yard. They not coming up in my yard. Shit. You know what I'm saying? They over there damn near, they walking on the opposite side of the street when they hear the dogs barking. They not coming up here. Good boy. Good girl. So yeah, you're right. 1,000%. 1,000%. Okay, what else you say, Larry? He said, or personal freedom to a pup or dog's instincts. Okay, so I'm trying to understand what you mean by that, Larry H. Personal freedom to a pup or dog's instincts. Not fully understanding that, but at the same time, I'm sure it makes sense what you're saying. Okay, so okay, Carolina Blue. Good question, Carolina Blue. You said, what turns you off from the pit bulls? Not the dogs. It's the people involved in the pit bulls. That's what turned me off about breeding or to continue what I've already built with my pit bulls, because when you have a community of people who think, key word is think, that they know how every pit bull on the planet is bred. And not only do they think they know, but they try to tell you about what your pit bulls are. Okay. And then not only that, when you have what they so-called want in a dog, they ain't got the money to pay for the shit. They want what they call it, Carolina Blue, working man's price. They want to pay $500, $250, $1,000 max, if that, for a top tier type pit bull. And then they want to be negative a lot, right? They want to bicker and fight amongst each other, and they want to hate. I don't want to be a part of that. I love the dogs, but I don't love the community. You know what I'm saying? They want the best performance dogs, but they don't want to pay for it. Why I want to produce dogs for them? I already have my dogs. So why would I want to produce dogs so that community, right? The people who want pit bulls can buy my dogs. They're not going to respect that shit. They're not going to pay me what my dogs are worth. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, nah. I don't want to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to do that because you're not gonna respect it. You know what I mean? I can produce the best game dog in the world. And them motherfuckers don't want to pay for that shit. You know what I'm saying? I need 10 bands. I need 10 bands. This is the best pit bull in the world, man. Fucking quadruple grand champion type pit bull, man. They won't even pay 10,000 for that damn dog. I don't want to be a part of that. Oh man, that's too much. 10,000, but this is the best damn pit bull in the world. Nigga. You can't get no better than this. Oh man, 10,000 is too much. But you know, and for them bullies, they'll pay what? 20,000 for a bully? Right? The bully community, right? 10,000, 15,000 for a bully. But the best working dog on the planet, the pit bull community won't even pay 5,000 for that damn thing. So that's why, to answer your question, that's why it's the people involved. It's not the dogs. I love the dogs. I just don't want to deal with the people. You know, I don't need another dog man telling me what my dog is. Period. You know, I don't need people who want my dogs to not have the money to pay for them. I don't need that shit. You know what I mean? And I've experienced it when I did my XL Pitbull Draco. Like, I experienced that energy. And, you know, God is good. I sold my dogs, but at the same time, you know, the people who bought my dogs, they knew they were getting an introductory price. I told them that. So I didn't even get everything that I wanted, but it was more than what them pit bulls was going for. See what I'm saying? And a lot of them pit bull guys wanted them dogs. Period. But they didn't want to pay for them. So it's like, well, why I want to be a part of that? So yeah, that's a long one. That's a long explanation, and I try to shorten it for you, man. But I just can't be giving out my shit, Carolina Blue, man. You know what I mean? And I don't, and especially with a community that's not gonna respect it. You know what I mean? They're not gonna respect it whatsoever. And I really take pride in what I do when it comes to these damn dogs. And I do know what type of dogs I own too. That's a fact. I know exactly what I got. You know what I mean? They'll tell me, oh, all right, one more thing too. Carolina Blue, they'll tell me, right, that my boy Shaka, right, is not a pit bull because he has a gray coat. He got a blue color coat. These ignorant pit bull guys will tell me they ain't a pit bull because of the color. Well, okay, you think a color of a dog makes a dog a bulldog? Are you that naive to dogs to think the color determines whether it's a good bulldog or not? Like, that's how they think. You know what I mean? And if you know anything about genetics, which they don't, you know, what is blue? What is a gray color? It's just it's a diluted black. That's all, it's a black. So if I had a whole litter of black dogs that Shaka came off of, for example, right? All black. And you said that those dogs was pit bulls because they was black. And then I said, here, look. And Shaka comes out, oh, that's not a pit bull, but he came off all them dogs you said that was pit bulls. He came off that same motherfucking litter. They still tell me, oh, that ain't no pit bull. That's how ignorant them people are in that community. I can't be a part of that ignorance, man. You know what I mean? They're going to let a color of a dog determine if it's a bulldog or not. Stop playing with me. You know what I mean? I can't be a part of that. Carolina Blue. You know what I mean? I need some common sense, man. You know what I mean? I need some dog men that really understand genetics when it comes to performance dog. I need them. You know what I'm saying? I can't deal with them paper, you know what I'm saying? Them old bloodline jocking, you know what I mean? Like them old school, you know, dog men that was breeding them dogs and shit like that. Like, they the only ones that knew how to breed fucking working bulldogs. Like, are you serious? They're not the only ones that know how to breed working bulldogs. You know what I mean? There's other people out there that know how to breed good dogs. They're not the only ones, but that's how they think, man. They close-minded. So that's it. That's long story short, man. Let's see. Okay, Larry said, it was a continuation of my initial post. Okay, yep. Okay. All right, Larry, I got it. Much respect, man. Okay, Eli said, Brother Eli, big salute to you, Brother Eli. He said, that's 100. The pitbull community is toxic as hell. Every dude is an expert. All of them say that that's not a true pitbull. Yeah, man. Yes. All that toxic. Everybody's an expert. They know everything. They don't know shit. You know, and what's so crazy about that community, they act like they was in there with them old men, right? Them old breeders of the bad. You know, I mean, they act like they was in their backyard when they was mixing, when they was breeding their dogs, them country boys. Like they just had the best dogs to breed to. Come on, man. They was in the backyard experimenting, man, and just rolling dogs, man. Oh, this dog is a winner. Oh, there it is. That's all they was doing. There was no science to what they was doing back in them days. Stop playing with me. But like you said, they're an expert about it, man. They know everything. So I can't be making dogs for people like them. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'll let them stick to their lane. That's their lane. They want to ride the waves that they want to ride. They want the dogs they want to have. They want to argue. They want to do all that shit. Be toxic, hate, not pay. Y'all can keep that. Y'all can keep that. I don't need no dogs a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Why? For what? You know what I mean? For what? So I'd rather just stay in my lane, man. You know what I mean? I'd rather stay in my lane. And, you know, my lane is, you know, double XL pit bull choppers. That's if I decide to do that. Or XL pit bull Dracos. Has nothing to do with the pit bull community, man. My own shit. Just like William said, man, my own shit, my own community, respect what I got. But I ain't doing no, hey, Bill, I ain't doing no pit bulls, man. You know what I'm saying? Shaka and all them niggas, they just gonna be on ice, man. They sperm is gonna be on ice. If I want to bring a Shaka back to life just for my own shits and giggles, I'll go ahead and cook his ass up for myself. If I want to bring a Jaws back for my own shits and giggles, man, for me, I'll cook his ass up. Other than that, I ain't selling no more of them damn dogs to the public. You know, whoever got them dogs like you and whoever else got them Jaws dogs, man, hey, y'all blessed, man, because it ain't coming from the coach anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, damn. But, hey, big salute to everybody, man. I appreciate all you guys showing up. Let me give everybody a shout out again, man, because I appreciate all you guys, man. I really do. And, you know, like I said, I'm trying to, I mean, I'm not doing anything different because there ain't nothing new under the sun. But with this Bandog shit, you know, I just want us to do this shit on a level. I want us to be right about it. I want us to be ethical about it. I want us to really think about the dogs. Okay. Really, really think about the dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like, take our time with developing these canine weapons, these canine warriors. I need us to take our time to develop these dogs and really, really just love on them, man. You know, the dogs is going to do what you want them to do if they believe in you. The dog is not a dummy. Got some level of a brain and common sense. It's going to understand who you are. And if the dog is bred correctly, it's going to do what the genetics says it's going to do. Now, how far you want to take it is up to you. That's up to you as a dog man or a dog trainer. How far you want to take that dog is up to you. Other than that, as long as it can do the basics, like what we were talking about, you know what I mean? Be a deterrent. Since we're talking about these band dogs, these protection type dogs, man, be happy with that, man. Be happy with that, bro. Be happy. Just, man, you got a great dog. You know, it's social and shit. You ain't got to worry about it just biting on people and, you know, being a nuisance. Be happy with that. Trust me, be happy with that. You don't want no liabilities. If you ain't never had one, you never want one. I just want to let y'all know that. If you never had a dog that didn't have an off switch, you don't want one. You don't, trust me, you don't want a dog that don't have an off switch. Okay? If you got a dog that doesn't discriminate against what it wants to bite, you don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. You don't. Okay? So what we're talking about we're being responsible over here as dog men and dog women over here on this Bandog talk shit. Okay, we're gonna be the ones that be like, I told you so. When shit happens bad for them other motherfuckers, with them other individuals out there, it's on the rah-rah with these dogs, and something bad happens, we're gonna be over there like, damn, I guess y'all didn't listen to us, huh? We told you that shit was gonna happen, huh? You know, you didn't want to just listen and just say, you know what, hey, the dog can do what I want it to do. That's fine. I don't necessarily need it to do it. Unless I'm hunting with these dogs, that's different. But if it's not that type of dog, most of us, we're not probably doing that with these dogs. We're just probably it's more just play for us at the end of the day anyway with the dogs, right? Unless you truly are a hunter. But as far as the protection, we just want it to be a deterrent. We don't want it to attack. So then that's all we need. Clap your hands, stomp your feet, okay? And if it can do that to an average family, not somebody who's advanced like us, but to an average family, okay, if it can just be a good companion dog, but be with the shit when it's time, man, we did our job, man. Clap your hands, hug your dogs. That's all we need our dogs to do. That's all I want my dogs to do, right? I want my dogs to be good with the family, man. I don't want my consumer calling me back like, Coach, this dog is out of control. This dog trying to kill everything. I don't want that. That's bad on me. I want him to say, man, this dog's a lover, man. This dog, this dog's good with my kids. This dog, you know what I mean? But let a stranger come up around. Let a stranger come up around my house. Watch how that dog nut up. That's all I need. That's all I need my consumers to say when it comes to my killer dogs with man drive. That's all. And that's how we should be. You and me included, us doing these dogs. You feel me? So let me give y'all a shout out again. Bill, big salute to you, Bill, man. Much love and respect. Young Ready Red. Much love and respect. Thank you for showing up, family. Let's see who else we got. We got Doricio. Big salute to you, family. You already know I appreciate you, fam. Carolina Blue, big salute to you. Much love and respect. Pump 17. Thank you for showing up again, man. I appreciate you, man. Much love and respect. What else we got here, man? Who else we got? Tyrone Stewart. Big salute to your family. Thank you for showing up, man. Much love and respect. Royalty Methods. Big salute to your family. Carolina Blue. Big salute, man. Much love and respect to y'all. The Stevie Clark Project. Hey, big salute to you, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you for your subscription too, brother, and all your support and your knowledge too, man. Love talking to you the other day too, brother. Let's see. Hey, Jerry Hurley. Big salute to your family. Brother Eli. Much love and respect. Just in time, man. Big salute to you. Much love and respect. Hey, all you guys, man, I appreciate you guys' support. We building, man, one podcast at a time. We building, brothers. We building, and I do appreciate you guys showing up. And I'll have a great cook up for us on episode 37 next Thursday. So make sure you guys show up. But other than that, man, take care of y'all dogs. Love y'all dogs. I love y'all brothers, and I am out.